Hello, people. Hi, welcome back to LABRISH. Hope you guys are good. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good
Friday.
week. Yes. Hope you had a good week this week. Thank you so much for waiting for us, guys. Let me just turn on Instagram. Hey, Instagram, how you doing? Um, So, guys, welcome back to LABRISH. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows. And at the moment, we are talking about Love is Blind. And in this episode, we're going to try to cover episodes 7 to 9. It's quite a few. Like, warning you from now, spoiler alert. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to be spilling the whole tea. If you don't want to know, you need to log off and watch it later. Do you know what I mean? Just add it to your watch later list as well.
Yes.
You know. So allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm all things sugar and shea Sade, and I'm here with
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
cool. Who have we got in the house, Nana? He's
We
here.
have Sonia Barley, hey, and we have Erin, aka the Black Widow, in the house with us.
Hey,
Mercy
Erin.
Prestige, Shayla is in the house as well. Dammy J is in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies, and Gilda. Hey.
Hey guys. So you want to say, hey, Labrishers? I love it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love it. Seriously. Oh my God. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us again. Obviously, we've had a little break from now. Love Island is over, and this is our new thing. Okay, so guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get involved. Put the like button right now. Share with like-minded people already. I see Erin and a couple of other people in the chat on Mercy. I think it was telling you guys already. Do you know what I mean? So when you see those messages, you know what to do. And subscribe to all of our channels. Your aunties could never. Nana Evans Com and Hey, it's Sade Salami. Okay. So yes.
Oh,
Where
look,
are
Shantae
we?
Ray says, I was in the middle of watching YSCN's latest pod and saw this pop up. Hello, Shantae. It's a
Oh,
good
hey,
episode as
Sade.
well. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us here too. Hello, Venus has just came in and Lady Spice as well. Hey,
Hey guys.
Lavishers. I love that.
Lavishes in it.
Yes.
I'm gonna add that to my intro. Hey, Lavishes. Thank you, Sonny, for that. Okay, right. So we're gonna go. How we're gonna do this? We're gonna go episode by episode, and we're gonna chat through the couples and where they're at. Yeah, okay. And then we're just gonna chime in, because it's a lot to get through. But yeah, there's a lot to say as well. There's a hell of a lot to say. Okay, so at the moment, just to give an overview, we have 5 couples. They've done the pod stuff. They're in what do you call it? They have 5 couples that have actually kind of like proposed to each other who are engaged. And we start episode 7 where they're doing their last few days in paradise, right? So this is before they leave and they kind of like are gonna move in with each other and stuff. We've got 5 couples. We've got AD and Clay, we've got Laura and Jeremy, Amy and Johnny, and Chelsea and Jimmy, and Brittany and Kenneth. Yeah. So we have those couples. Okay, cool. So, right. Okay, so starting with, I guess not much happened with Chelsea and Jimmy in this episode, right? So we see them first of all where they just made up after their fight. He kind of admits that, oh, he's hard-headed, this and the other. And then the next time we kind of see them is in like the group setting, really. What does he say? In the group part, he was eating, like a monster. He was eating like he was starving. Did you see that?
Yes. He's that type of a guy, though. Like there's something about him. He's very uncouth and peak mannish. So even when they're like, he's got big feet, that kind of Neanderthal man, he kind of displays that. Displays that. So as he was eating, it's like, yeah, you are that dude. But there are some women that are really attracted to that type of a man. I don't see him as attractive, but there's an allure about him, other than just his voice. Like they say, he's got a nice voice. But yes, that Neanderthal man with big feet as well.
He's like a blob to me. I don't know what it is. He's so nondescript, like a cartoon character. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a blob of a man. And he said he was literally trying to eat all he could, and he actually bit his lip in the process, and it hurt a lot. Like, how craven are you? It's
Because
really
he's that
weird.
guy. It's Neanderthal, like just come out of the cave.
Yeah, kind of thing. Erin, yes, this is what I'm saying. We literally had a chat before we came live. Yeah, Nana, I need to know your skincare routine and the brand of that lipstick. The people are asking for the details, Nana.
It's Revlon.
Yes,
like yes. That's a. You know what? I will actually do a picture of everything that I have. Like,
okay.
And you'll see how literal basic is.
I think we need the routine. I think we need to get ready with me. Yeah, I think that's pending. I think I'm gonna add that to your list.
Okay.
Seriously, it needs to be done. Yes, Dammy J. Yes. Seriously. Oh my god.
So you guys can tell me how to improve. Because at this moment in time, I'm just blah, 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 blah.
No, you're doing a good job. It's glowing. It's glowing, man. We love it. So yeah, they're chatting, and also Jimmy also talks to AD, and he basically was saying, like, you know, that awkward conversation we had actually brought up me and Chelsea closer together. And AD's take on it is like, oh, well, I'm glad my ass has brought you guys closer together, taking you guys to the next level, because I think AD, Laura, Chelsea are all sleeping with their men.
Yes.
At the moment, kind of thing. So they've all slept with them then. So then the other thing with those two, Chelsea and Jimmy, is just, you know, that was about it, really. There wasn't much going on with them at all.
Should we not in episode 7.
I
guess because they had a lot happening in episode 6, it was a bit light for them. And we can see that they're a bit up and downy as a couple anyway. Like they blow hot and cold on each other, but still don't trust him at all. And then I guess so this party, although we weren't showing it, this must be the party when he got to see Jess.
No.
It's not this part.
That hasn't happened yet.
No, I don't think they've shown us on camera.
No,
it's not. Okay.
No. We haven't seen it yet. It's like a different setting. I think I'm pretty sure they're in different clothes, but it's a different setting. So yeah. So next on my list, I actually have Brittany and Kenneth. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they start talking about other couples. Do you know what I mean? They talk about the conversation Kenneth had with AD about race. And then Brittany, and I saw this in someone mentioned Daily Dial's video as well, and he talked about this too, where she's trying to be so careful how she's talking, and she was just like, AD identifies as a black woman, I identify as a white woman.
No. I don't know what blog, who she's following, that has been teaching her to talk like this. This isn't a self-identification thing. Like, we don't have those privileges to be like, she identifies as them. She is.
Right. This is the thing. This is the thing, man. Is other people tell you what you are, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem with it.
Harley said, I identify as a starfish, and I identify as a fairy. Does anybody else think I am? No.
Mate. Yeah. So yeah, it was she was trying, guys. Also remember, she's 24. Do you know what I mean? She is 24. She's quite young. Yeah. She's young, man. She's 24.
Flipping 34. What is
I
going
know.
on with people?
I don't know what's going on with this generation, because but I don't think, I think she's cute.
She is cute. She is cute.
Erin.
I would identify as Megan Good as well.
Yeah, Shantae, yeah, she's mixing up her allyship speech, yeah, for sure, she really is. But like, I think she has, you know, when people get, like, her intentions are good, right? Do you know what I mean? She's trying to connect with him. She's trying to show, I want to, if I don't understand, I want to, at least. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest as well, Kenneth could have stepped in and said, oh, you don't say it like that. Do you know what I mean? Or like he could have said something. He didn't. He let her run. We all know why now, but we let her run. Do you know what I mean? And basically, and then she said another cringe thing, and she was just like, you know, you guys coming together in your black excellence. I was just like,
you know what? That whole speech was so cringe. It was so cringe. It then solidified my thoughts on her. Like I knew she was that chick. I knew she was going to be that liberal PC. Like, no, but teach me. No, honestly, I just want to like piss off. Just be who you are. Like that is not how you talk on a daily. You know you don't talk like that. So what? It's actually patronizing in a black man's face to be using this tone of language with him because he knows you are policing what you're saying. To be it's false. That's not your. It's not real.
Okay, but to be fair, isn't he also doing the same thing? Like to be fair,
yes. As Dio said, he's scared of her.
He's so scared. He's so freaking scared. Yeah. So she talks, you know, they talk about like the challenges that she's had. She's dated black men before as well, kind of thing. Yeah. That's what she said, I identify as a white woman. It's like, babe, you are. I identify you are. And you know, he kind of basically at this point was saying, yeah, but you know, it's right to have concern. Like, I don't think AD was coming with any sort of mess. Like, I think she was being genuine. And, you know, actually, you know, when I talk to my friends, like even my girlfriends and stuff, they're gonna be like, whoa, what's up? Like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? And he's gonna have to answer to himself. And you know, maybe he was starting to deep it because then the next time we see them, they're on the boat in the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. Beautiful scenes. Like, I was just like, imagine if Love Island had this budget. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, beautiful scenes, gorgeous, you know. Unfortunately, there's silence, yeah, and they took the piss, Nana. I went back and timed it. They had a minute
long
of silence. Yes, I was just like, oh, they're taking the piss. Seriously,
you can imagine then, how they did not talk.
Exactly.
It felt long. It did feel long watching it. It felt really, you know, to the point where you're starting to feel uncomfortable. Like it's like this is a long time. But I thought that was like a 30-second. So not that.
No.
Oh, no, yeah.
Double it. Like, and she was like, the thing is, yeah, it was so I don't know whether I'm being duped, but I felt for her. Like, I did actually feel for her because she was like, you could see her like tap it, like, do you know what I mean? You could see her nerves. Like, she was looking at him and like looking away, like, oh, I don't know how to start a conversation. I don't know how to be relaxed in this moment. Do you know what I mean? And like, yeah, it was just thingy. And then they see some dolphins, and then he starts talking. Oh, I love dolphins. Oh, I got a key ring. Oh my god, I kissed the dolphins nose to nose. You're taking a piss, bro. You don't like her.
Level of disinterest was a lot.
Yeah.
And just, you know, like then you really saw there's no spark between these two. As much as she was trying, but well, she looked as if she had noticed the thing, and he looked like, I don't care. Really. I'm enjoying my moments while I'm away. Yeah. But he wanted more because I think the black man that she's probably been used to is a bit of a clay type. He's gonna be all over her, like, just, you know, you're beautiful, and she wasn't getting that. Like, he's not that man. And I think he could be for another woman, just not specifically her. Yeah. So I don't know if I felt, maybe I did feel a little bit for her, actually. I did feel a little bit sorry for her because this is an experience where you would want to find your husband. And he didn't seem to be pressed. And she did.
He was looking at the city. He wasn't like, oh, I'm made. Like, I'm made up. Like, this is amazing. Like, he was just like,
I needed this break. It's been at school. Like, this is a nice holiday. That's how he was.
Exactly. Shayla, exactly. That silence was loud and awkward. It really was. Seriously. It was a lot. And you know, they talk about touching and stuff. And she's trying to say to him, like, look, like, I like more affection, you know, and you've been so respectful. And the thing is, I love the way she's so mindful of his ego, And you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, is that what people do? Because she was just like, I love the way that you've been so respectful and everything like that, but you could touch me a little bit more. You could do that. Do you know what I mean? She's just like, she did call him a gentle giant though. And I can't lie, I was a bit like, babe. It's giving off mice and men.
Oh,
I don't like that one.
And I don't believe it as well. I just think he was just being ultra respectful and also not interested. Like he wasn't interested in her, because I just don't believe that in another relationship. He ain't that guy. When you hear him talking, I was like, nah, he ain't this guy that he's presented himself to her. Simmer says, I don't think he likes women, and I'm getting worship leader vibes. That has been floating about. I've seen
people have been saying it.
So. I don't think
yeah, I don't know. And then the next time we see them basically is when they've left and they're moved into the place that they share together, and you know they've kind of moved in. You can see her excitement. She's like, oh, this is it. Do you know what I mean? She's choosing which side of, again, being mindful. Do you want the left side? Do you want the right side? Like, do you know what I mean? Before she starts unpacking and everything like that. He asks her to cook on the first night. Do you know what I mean? While he's on his phone, by the way, and then you see the problem. He is on his phone all the bloody time. Like maybe that's his access to his life. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't seem very much, even when the thing is, because obviously the cameras are not there all the time. So you can even put your phone down for the cameras.
Yes. That was literally what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that the levels of I don't care and I've checked out of this process is those big junking cameras are about following you. You're in one room and you were like, I can't even be asked to participate in unpacking. Like, I can't be asked. Like, he had checked out by then. I think he was over the whole thing. Because there is nothing that important that you really needed to be responding to on filming day. Really, like, you just didn't want to participate. I thought for her, because he also seemed like he was in a bit of a mood as well, not just I'm replying to emails. It was like, nah, you're in a bit of a mood. You don't even want to like respond to her being like, do you want the left side or the right side? Like, come on.
He straight up ignored her at one point, and then he was just like, oh,
I'm going downstairs to chill. Baby Dyer said his Dr. Umar cousin got to him.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, she was so excited. He was really, really, really distracted. And then, okay, let's go on to, and that was literally their story. That's what it was on that. AD and Clay. So first of all, we actually do see them like they're driving in a car somewhere, and they're doing like red light kisses. Like when it goes they're at a red light, they have kisses and stuff, which is really cheesy, kind of sweet, but kind of cheesy. Then they go to lunch. Clay is already excited, like he wants the soup, he wants it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's already excited. You know, oh God. The conversation before the food arrived just seemed forced to me. Do you know what I mean? Like it seemed really, really kind of like strained, like they're trying to really pull things to kind of have this moment to me. And then they start eating, and it was very animated. It was very, very, I'm eating this food now. Blah, 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 blah. Like, do you know what I mean? Drinking from the bowl, like slurping.
I don't know if he hadn't eaten all day or something, but I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why he did that to himself.
I don't know either. And she was, she was. I'm not reading that daily time. Sorry, Sim, just to answer your question, that's the house that they went into is the house that they share. They give them a house to share for a little bit before they go back home or whatever, or move in together properly. But he was just eating like a monster. AD is embarrassed, do you know what I mean? And she's like, glad you're loving it. It It did look gross. I don't know what was going on. It was just really, really strange. And then he starts to clear the plates, yeah. And like, I think he was doing this to impress her. I don't actually think that this is a natural thing. You just can't tell me this is a natural thing. I think he was just doing it because, okay, this is what people do. This is what gentlemen do. So let me just clear all the plates. But her thing was just like, and like she was just looking, her eyes were just going all over the place. Like she wanted to tell him stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just chill out. Like,
yeah,
maybe. But then I don't know. He kind of can have that like kind of manicness. But yeah, he's yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I have a big question mark over everything he does. Because I'm not too sure if he's just playing up for the cameras. I can't ever tell. Is this Clay or is he just playing up for the cameras?
I think he slipped up later, but yeah.
Yeah,
but
I'm always like, what is he? What is he up to? The pair of them, to be fair. What are they up to?
It's true. It was just a lot, but I do get that whole kind of thing, and I think it is. Yes, you should kind of do those things or like just be respectful about your space, yeah, of course. Do you know what I mean? But like I do get the whole kind of, you're doing a lot right now, like you're doing a lot right now, do you know what I mean? And that can definitely throw you off. And then she asks him a question, she's just like, what are you thinking? Now my life, I don't know about yours, but in my life, yeah, I don't ask those kind of questions anymore. I've never asked it and gotten the answer I wanted. Like, serious. Never, ever. Never, ever.
I actually thought about it like that. Yeah. You never get, but I guess more often than not, if I'm asking what are you thinking, I truly am curious to see where your mind has gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but in the grand scheme of even where I thought your mind was, it's never there.
It's never there.
You're never
absolutely never. Do you know what I mean? But she asked anyway.
Yeah.
She asked anyway. Clay's just like, yeah, I'm just trying to stay present. You know, I don't want to let you down. You what, mate? You what? I was just like, and these eyes just almost like popped out of her head. She's just like, whoa, what just happened? That was like a crazy, crazy switch. And to me, I'm just like, yes, that was a switch. Like, because you're gazing out into the ocean, you just had your meal, you've quenched your famine, yeah, that you were suffering. You've quenched it. You just had you've cleared the plates. You're looking out to sea and you're just like, yeah, I don't want to let you down, bro. Why so heavy?
Because he knows who he is, ish.
He glided away. Honestly.
Said, bro went very far from that setting.
Yeah.
Yes, Aaron, for real. Even his answer, he tries to be so articulate is all bogus. Yeah, you just I don't know. Maybe it's that fake deep in it. Like
that's it.
That's it.
That's oh my god, that is who he is. He is fake deep. He is.
Just tell her the truth. He was literally looking at the water.
Do you know what I mean?
But he needed to give TV.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
I don't want to let you down. Serious. And she's like, oh my god, I think like she tried to stay composed. Do you know what I mean? But you could just see her eyes like just like warning. They were just like,
oh god.
She was just like, oh my god, what am I in for? Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, yeah, you know, he struggled. He's good, but he struggled with his parents' divorce, right? Do you know what I mean? So that's like top of mind in this exact moment for him. But I don't think she's buying it. I think she's processing the fact that she's going to have to parent him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If she wants this to work, it was like I just got that she got that in that moment. Like, oh my god, this is what I'm gonna have to deal with. Can I? Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Life of Budge. He's asking about your thumbnail.
Life Budge says, why are my black brothers on the thumbnail? Like a Nollywood film. Because that's what they were giving us.
That's exactly what they were giving. They were giving us Nollywood film villains.
I don't care. Those two were they gave us drama.
Mm-hmm.
And they should be applauded by being on the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's true. So then let me just skip to the group thing. In terms of the group setting, we already talked about AD talking to Jimmy, but she also talked to Jeremy too. Do you know what I mean? And he like apologized for the whole bean dip thing again. And Jeremy gives her some advice about Clay. He says to her, like, look, like when he gets quieter, just give him his space, because I've seen that in him. Do you know what I mean? Like he can zone out a little bit, but it's like fine. And that he speaks very highly of her. I don't know what it is about AD, and I don't know whether it's just her natural disposition, but she just comes off very flirty, because she was doing this, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like it's all very kind of high pitch, very like kind of ultra feminine, I would say, kind of thing. A lot of eye contact, like it's just like I don't know. She got naturally flirty.
She's a cheater. I just think it's just in her. Like I don't think she would even know how to have a platonic friendship with a man. There's just way too many like, nah, she's a cheater, like naturally. And she may not even know that this is what she does, but she will stumble into awkward situations with men because of the way and it's on her. That was flirty. If I was watching from the side and watching those two, I'd be like, this chick is blatantly flirting with him. Like just that gazing into, why are you looking at him like that? It's
so hard.
Look around, you know, you're talking in it. Like it's all gazing into the person's eyes, giving them your full attention. Like
he doesn't need your full attention, to be honest. Do you know? I mean, I know he's apologizing, not like in a disrespectful way. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's just like, look at Clay like that.
But she don't look at Clay. You know what? Like,
like exactly
right. She only looks at white men like that. Like she does want a white dude.
You think
she wants a white man? Yes, yeah.
You think?
Definitely, I'm sold on this. She wants a white dude. Because she don't look at Clay like. You see how she looks at Clay? There's like that kind of like, what are you gonna say now? Type of
She
ain't gazing into his eyes. Yes, she's embarrassed. She's gazing into his eyes. But when these white dudes are talking, she's all up in their faces, like, speak again.
So they come back, and basically when they get to their house that they move in together, they kind of test the couch and stuff. He puts his legs on her. She does not like that at all. Do you know what I mean? They talk about family and stuff. He says his dad might flirt with her. Thought that was weird. Didn't like that at all. Do you know what I mean?
We've had letters about people who have parents like that.
We've given advice to people. It was so strange. I think he talked about his dad. He talked about his dad like being a serial cheater. His mum and dad were married for like 23 years, and like his dad actually took him on trips of infidelity trips, he called them. And he was like, to this day, his mum doesn't know that some of those trips were the infidelity trips. It's like, she's gonna know now.
Like, say it on national television.
Do you know what I mean?
Or international. Like, literally, I was like,
international. It's true. But yeah, basically, he was just saying that, you know, after his mum and dad got divorced, that he's never seen his dad single, like not once. He's never seen him without a girl. Do you know what I mean? And he said something. He's never seen a black relationship where the men are faithful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I thought was interesting. And then I thought, like, what are you trying to say also? But go on, sorry.
Imagine a man actually saying all of that to you, like everything he's experienced, and in 3 weeks' time, you're supposed to marry him.
It's not gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Then he goes on to reference celebrities. He was just like, Will Smith, Diddy. How did Diddy make the cut? They take the piss. They're taking the piss with the editing. They could have edited that out. They didn't have to keep that in. Do you know what I mean? I look up to them, and he's like, his fear is that can he ever be with one woman? But he wants to get married. He wants to do therapy. And I'm just like, this guy is going on and on and on. And then he was just like, but mind you, AD's just like, okay. And then he goes, yeah, but I propose to you because I love you. But I am fighting demons though. But I love you. Child, you're not ready for this.
Exactly. Run, AD, run. Like literally, that whole speech, you'd be like, probably not going to stay in this house. Like, like listen to this is still honeymoon stage, really. And he is laying all of this. Like, you were going on cheating trips with your dad, and you know that your dad was cheating on your mum, and you were still cut up when they divorced. So there's a hell of a lot of conflicting emotions swelling.
You didn't tell your mum?
Nah, I can't trust you for a second. You are literally a flying red flag.
Yeah.
To come out of my face. But because she also is trifling, maybe they will be fine together.
Mercy, you're actually right. He likes to talk about himself a lot. He thinks he's a big deal. He thinks he's a bloody big deal. I'm just
for real. He can monologue about himself a lot for real. And he doesn't. He definitely thinks he is the absolute best that AD could get. I think he has casted himself in that role. Like, she's kind of punching, so she should be grateful that I love her, type of thing.
Yeah, I chose her. Yeah. He's superficial though, man. I just can't. He just wants to. He's just like, listen, I'm gonna cheat. Let me cheat in peace. Seriously.
Oh,
Shayna, thank you so much. We love a super chat. Thank you so much. Shayna says he snitched on his dad on TV. He's gonna cheat. Run, AD.
He's gonna cheat and tell you. Remember when I told you about what I've been through? Like,
yeah.
What did you expect?
This is the thing. Oh my God. Seriously. Hey, Mr. Dirty. Mr. Dirty saying hey on Instagram. Hey. If you're watching Love is Blind, we're doing a Love is Blind review, episode 7 to 9. But yeah, I think he's a lot. He plays a lot.
Someone says Clay is too sassy, and he does think he is the prize. Yes.
Yeah.
Sassy is yes.
Yeah.
for real, it is. Yes.
And she did say yes. Yeah.
Oh, well, Life of Bodge says, I guarantee she cheats first. I can't say which way it's gonna go. I could bet that they would cheat on each other on the same day. Like, it's gonna happen if they ever.
I don't know. I think Clay's cheating now. Like, he's already got a couple girls. Seriously. Oh, mate, it's got a couple girls. Oh, we'll let you know. Miss Sadie saying teach him how to do the live stuff. Yeah, we'll let him know. Our main thing is YouTube. But yeah, you can stream to other platforms at the same time. So yeah. But we'll let you know, man. We'll hit you up. Yeah, she's an attention seeker, Life of Bodge. I agree. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Laura and Jeremy, their conversation. They were literally sitting on the dock of the bay or the sea. That's what it was. Swing legs over the sea. Yeah, basically Laura was one doing most of the talking at the first anyway. She was just saying that Jeremy basically iced her out. You know, he didn't say anything to her that evening because he was upset by the whole bean dip situation and her getting annoyed at him like exposing the thing. And Laura was saying basically like, this is triggering me. This triggered me from past relationships because I've been embarrassed by my partner before. Do you know what I mean? And I really don't want that to happen again. For me, it's given very mother-son relationship at this point. I was just like, you're teaching him the ways and everything like that. He's talking about he went to bed angry, but you didn't deserve the silent treatment. And she literally forgives him straight away.
No.
Like,
yes. That's what I thought. I was like, I know obviously you got to speed it up because you haven't got much time, but there's just the way how those two communicate is ready. Like, you know, they're on those, they're in that toxic space. They can't actually communicate effectively. So him shutting down and then doing the silent treatment and that being a trigger for her as well. It's like they're gonna go on that merry-go-round. She went straight to let's be normal very quickly. Like, so then, you know, just thinking of attachment theories, it's like she is going to be an insecure and always chase, and people get to spot that, because some people they're just doing their patterns, and if you also go into ignoring, they know that doesn't work. He got the lesson that, oh, this works.
Yeah,
she hates this and she's going to come for me quickly. I was like, nah. And I still think, I don't know, I feel like she could do better, a lot better than him. Actually, even facial wise as well. Like, just going on looks, I think there's a better guy.
Oh, serious?
Looking, yeah. I don't know. He has that face. I know some people think he's really good looking. I'm like, he's not. He looks scary.
Oh,
like very pale.
You talking about Jeremy?
Yeah, I think she could do better. I don't think he's good looking.
Oh, I'm the other way around.
Yeah,
I'm the other way around.
Better than her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know there is a particular type of white guy that I always find attractive, and it's not that look.
It's not that look.
So to me, never good looking. So
yeah, Sonia. Yeah, I think Laura's punching. I do, and I think yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
seriously.
Yeah, I need a guide for white good looking men, because
like a chart.
Yeah, because that is not on. That is on the ugly side.
He reminds you of someone. It's gonna come to me. He reminds you of someone, but he reminds you of like a celebrity type. But yeah.
These white boys who do reviews said Laura looks like a purge mask. Oh no!
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't put it like that, but I can see. The thing is, yeah. Okay.
I don't
want to see it. No. I mean, how to say this? I think she looks like she's got the most natural work done as she possibly can. That's what I think.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But like, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
No. Thank you,
bro. I don't think everybody likes different things. Do you know what I mean? But she's not giving. I just think, nah.
Flip sake, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
The world is different.
The world is different. I'm not reading that like a
Oh my god. Yeah, but those two are a mess.
Yeah. Seriously. I think Jeremy can absolutely do better, and he knows it. And okay, so then when they move in now, so they wrap that up. They still love each other. They're on the same page. They move in, they leave the paradise, and they go and move in together. They're excited. She's super excited. She's saying to camera like she's not nervous at all. Like, he was talking to her about the what do you call it? The wedding. She's fine. And then they go into this back and forth of like things that, you know, that are pet peeves and that sort of thing that she would really hate about him, him. Am I saying that right? I can't remember. He didn't really have much to say. His only thing was like leaving dirty dishes in the sink. She said, shave your face. You're shaving your face and leaving the remnants in the sink, like spitting on glass. I just thought that was crazy to me. What What kind of animals have you been? You've been with people that spit on glass. What?
Country folk, I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably. Yeah. Leaving the house lights on and stuff, and leaving food around the house. And I just thought, okay, cool. Like she seems to be very particular. But he seems to be okay with it. So I guess that's that on that, really. Although I will actually, no, we could do this together. So then Amy and Johnny, we can move on to them. Actually, Venus is saying, Nana, you're not wrong. Jeremy isn't even cute. You guys think so?
It's not cute.
Yeah, I think I'm on. I don't know. I'm conflicted about whose side I'm on in that relationship, but I think he's definitely better looking than her. If face mash still existed,
yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
That is jokes though, because I would definitely. Yeah, I think this is look. I think this is, but I still tell you that I said he's Team Jeremy. Right. Maybe we need to go through this.
maybe we do. We need a survey.
Yeah.
And then Amy and Johnny. So we see them basically. Yes, Sim. Yes. Why does he spell his name with an A? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. He's got A in his name.
Oh, because he's Jeremy. Jera.
Honestly, so annoying, man. I just thought that was pretentious. I can't lie. Amy and Johnny. So we see them first where they're horseback riding.
Yeah.
I mean, it was dry. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna say cute. It was just dry. It was just actually a little bit dry. Yeah. They're bland,
aren't they? But
they're bland.
They're bland. They're just bland. Like and I also I agree. I don't actually find them cute. I don't find myself warming to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just there. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I'm not getting much from them at all.
Yeah, exactly. What was interesting though is that Laura had a conversation with. No, was it Laura that had the conversation? Yeah, she had the conversation with Johnny at the group thing, and she's basically, and I don't even know how it got there, but they just started talking about birth control. I'm just like, what is this Laura's business? Yeah. This is crazy.
Inappropriate, no?
It was so inappropriate. It was so inappropriate, but basically, I'm guessing this is their full storyline.
Yeah.
So like basically, Amy is not on birth control, and he was talking to Laura about it, and he's saying that, look, I don't want to have kids right now. I don't want a little Amy. I don't want like a John Jr. right now. And he thought that all women were on birth control. All of his exes are. So he was so surprised that she wasn't. I was just like, but he quickly. So I'm racking my brain. I'm just like, they're not saying he's allergic or he has some problems, or do you know what I mean? Like, I just thought this is really easily solved. This is not a revelation, but like, yeah, it was weird that they were pressing this. It was very, very weird. And then also in the same setting, Amy's talking to Jeremy, yeah. Amy's reservations are about her dad, that her dad might not, he's not supporting this process, basically. Like, and she's scared about what he's going to say. He's got reservations. Yeah, exactly. And Jeremy basically was saying, oh, yeah, okay, that's interesting. But you know what's going on with me, yeah? With Laura in the pods.
Jeremy is that guy.
He really is. He really is.
He identifies with Clay. They're the same.
They're the same. They're the same. They are. Yeah. They actually are. So basically, you would say, yeah, Laura, you know, in the pods, like, I really knew that she could put me in my place and everything like that. And with Sarah, it was like really fun, but not so serious. And like, you know what? I actually do want to meet up with Sarah, you know, because when we broke up, She did ask me if there's anything she could have done differently, and I couldn't answer it at the time. Do you know what I mean? And I just want to let her know that we should be friends. What, Jeremy? What? So Amy is like looking at him like, she's just like, she didn't know what to say. She actually didn't know what to say at all. She was just like, okay, I'm gonna not say anything. She looked as, in the words of Chelsea, uncomfy. That's what she looked. She looked uncomfy, man. I couldn't believe it. Jeremy is an asshole. That's what I'm saying.
He actually is. He is.
He actually is. Okay, maybe
comments. Shantae May says he likes it raw dog in regards to Johnny.
He does.
Dio says we all do at Shantae May, but refusing to hit it at all is a bridge too far. Oh my god! Literally put on a condom. Like really, this is, unless he says he's allergic, this is just a non-storyline. Really,
yeah. It's ridiculous, and they've escalated it to other things, but that comes later. But still,
yeah.
But like, even if he doesn't want to put, maybe like, do they still do like femidoms? Do they still exist?
Yeah,
like, you know, the feet. Yeah, okay.
There's like spermicide. The thing is, none of it is fair though. If she is purposely avoiding the pill for her body, anything other than, and people say like femidoms are disgusting, like they feel really weird. But yeah, it's like just put on a condom, innit?
Yeah.
Because like, you're the one that's saying that you don't want a child.
You're the one that's got the problem.
Like, well, if it happens, like we love each other, so it's cool. So you're the one that doesn't want it to happen. Take the responsibility. Make sure it doesn't happen.
That's it. Shantae May saying latex-free condoms exist. Exactly. Get a, what do they call them in the older sheath? Get a sheath.
Do they have the male pill? I didn't know that was out.
Serious.
No, I thought that they had like sacked that off.
Mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know about the male pill. I thought that they're not going to take it. To be fair, that's what I thought. But yeah, that was basically it for episode 7. So yeah, quite a light, interesting but light episode. Really did set things up for what was to come. It did. Seriously, yes, Johnny doesn't want to feel uncomfortable. Okay, so episode 8 now, guys. So episode 8. So the general gist of what is happening in this episode is we see where they really live. So we see a couple of the people where they actually really live. Kenneth and Brittany, bro, it's tight for them. And Jimmy and Chelsea fall out again, and Jess makes an appearance. So that's what happened in the episode. So couple by couple, though, we can start with Amy and Johnny. Might as well start with them. They go to Amy's place. Johnny likes it. Do you know what I mean? Discovers she's a crystal girl, and he doesn't like that. He's like, I've heard about you girls. But he doesn't say exactly what they actually what he totally dislikes. They do talk about moving in together, where they seem to be both in the same position in terms of like they're ready to buy a house. She talks about her dad encouraging her to do that, and he actually also wants to retire early as well. So he's saying like, look, we have to be a bit more frugal. Do you know what I mean? So we can live a life of luxury later on. And then they started talking about birth control again. And he basically saying like, look, I don't want to buy a house and raise a kid at the same time. He's not on it at all. And he's literally said that it would terrify him. Do you know what I mean? He was like, if there's an accident, like, it's gonna terrify him.
Short of being like, look, if it happens, I am absolutely advocating for an abortion.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen at all, or I may even leave you. Like, she needed to take his warnings. Her being optimistic, it was like, dude is telling you, like, no, you don't want to have kids. Like,
He's not on it. He's
No.
absolutely. He said I was clearing the pods. I'm being clear now.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not on it. Do you know what I mean? And then he says again about the whole his ex is having being on birth control and stuff like that. And she's just like, well, have you thought about having a vasectomy? Do you know what I mean? He's just like, oh yeah, it's true. It's not always on the man. But I'm just like, this is an extreme reaction to something.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
Why are condoms not an option?
It's so weird. Like, I mean, like, is your pull-up game that weak, bro?
There's loads.
I'm not advocating for that, but like, come on.
There's loads of other bits to go for vasectomy. I was literally like, what? Like, why are we gone there? Like, there's so many other methods. You could even be like, okay, so I'm not going to take the pill, but we could look into like we could go through the rhythm. I could find out my cycle. You could pull out. Like, there's loads more than surgery.
I think either he's probably had a scare before, or maybe a couple of scares. Do you know what I mean? That he's just like, I cannot do this again. Seriously. So yeah, it was just such a thing.
Love has a question or an unpopular opinion. He says Amy must be broke. Only broke women go with the flow like this.
What?
I need
some explanation of how you got there. What? Seriously, nah. It's a very extreme thing. But his reaction is just like, like if you're not on birth control, we're gonna abstain.
Yeah,
for 5 years.
Yeah, I'd say still I was like, condoms. What's going on?
So strange. But yeah, and he put pressure on it. He's just like, yeah, we need a solution before we get married, because it will be like, no, I think she said we need a solution before we get married, and he was just like, yeah, because this could be make or break. And it's like, bro, okay, cool. I mean, the solution's super easy. I mean, you can go to the shop and get them now. Yeah. But also as well, it's just like, does he really like her? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that's the other thing, because it's like, maybe this is a friendship thing, and like that he's using this as like a way, a kind of like a clear get out, like, I'm not being disrespectful to her, this and the other, like, I just need, we're not aligned on this thing. Because it's like,
maybe he doesn't want to sleep with her.
Yeah.
So he can throw this in. I mean, you're not on birth control. We're not sleeping. Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could be in a Kenneth.
So that it's true. Or is he being racist?
Johnny does not want kids with her. It's true. I mean, he could literally be like, I don't. He said that they did discuss it in the pod, so Shayla. So
yeah,
I don't know. If he stated this is where he is with this kid thing, like it's like 5 years away, and she seems to be like she would want them soon.
Well, she's saying two things, right? Because she was just like, because she said the 5 years. She said, I don't want kids for 5 years. But if we did, like, if an accident happened, do you know what I mean? We would be okay.
Yeah,
that's what she was saying. And I don't know. I just don't think that if you don't want to have children, you're much more stricter about those things. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you just are. But she is go with the flow. I don't think that makes her broke. I don't understand the correlation. I don't get it.
I need Life and Bunch to come back and explain exactly why she broke.
She's doing well. I can't remember. She's 27. She's doing financially well.
Yeah. She said she's okay. I mean, they both seem to be okay. I mean, this could be really constructed just to give them some type of a drama element. Because really, out of all of them, these two probably do seem the most likely to get married.
Yeah,
I could see that happening for them.
At this stage, anyway. Yeah.
Yes, at this stage.
Yeah. So AD and Clay. So this is very small from them, actually. They visit Clay's home, basically, showing that his family ready. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has a vision board. He has silk pillows. he said, "I'll take the L," and I'm just like, bro, you can buy another silk pillow. Like, what the fuck?
And they usually come in pairs anyway. I was
Exactly.
thrown off by that. Like, why do you only have one? But okay.
Exactly.
What did you think of the family pillow?
I thought it was very
That he had on his bed.
You know what? To be fair, I would have said that's like a very American thing. But actually, if you think about the Jungle, what was it? So I'm a Celebrity. What was the woman's name? She had a pillow for her kids. Do you know what I mean? So maybe this is a thing that people do. She had what was her name?
Yes. Yeah, she did. I mean, I understand that. I just thought it was weird because I'm presuming they were all his siblings. I don't think I saw his mum in there.
Like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
on the bed, especially for.
I was like, why have you? Like, I just felt like, why are you trying to be like, I'm such a family guy? Like, just,
yeah,
I would read that and be like, okay, you've got a family thing, but wouldn't that just like be sitting on a chair somewhere? I'd be like, you placed it there, so I would be like, oh my god, this guy is so wholesome.
And it's convoluted. Not convoluted. No, it is. Trying to get us in trouble.
Yeah, that pillow was something.
It was something. I mean, like, you could just have a picture in it. Do you know what I mean? But I think like family portrait pictures in the bedroom is weird anyway. Like, I don't.
Yeah. There's places for it, but in the room, I was literally like, Clay, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Like, that would be something if I was her, I would have picked up on, like, why is your family?
I would literally picked it up and moved it. Like, do you know what I mean? Seriously. Yeah.
On the bed is weird, especially for a horny man like Clay. Thank you, Shantae Ray. I've looked at it like, why is it there, Clay?
Yeah, you don't want to be like,
who did your house for you? Like, really? Did your mum come and sort out your house?
Yeah. Bro, it didn't look like there was a women's touch in there at all. It really didn't. And
very,
that's what
very
we want.
Bachelor house.
Yeah. But she was just like, yeah, she can see herself there. You know, she could slot right in.
Yeah, she seems quite taken with it. I was like, really? But we haven't seen her place, so who knows? She could be in a tiny little flat. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Laura and Jeremy visit Jeremy's home. He has a gym in his garage. And you know, generally in the house is very, very clean. And as Laura says, serial killer clean. but in a good way. I was just like, is that good?
It was very regimented, and I mean, he said he was that guy though, and she said she was that woman, so that was like, quite interesting. But it did lack home stuff, like, you know, like pictures, like things that is like you that identifies and not a show home, and you just put things in a fridge. His place was very clinical.
Yeah. She called it a show home though. She did. She just said like, that's what thingy. He you know, showed her his snore mask as well. Just
good looking.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, when you get married, you have to accept stuff in it. Like, I was just, you know, like I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can ever do this.
I mean, it's real. Yeah, you got to run with it. But as they say, it is like the older you get, the harder it is to mesh your life with somebody.
Yeah,
because there's a hell of a lot of compromises. But that one, I was like, oh, health-wise, I mean, yeah, you got to really love the person. Again, I don't know. I don't think they're in that space anyway. But that is something I would look at and be like, can I really deal with this? Like, we're gonna have emergencies at night. He can't even breathe. He's in his, what is he, like early 30s, late 20s?
I don't know. I think he's like 27, maybe. A lot of them are 27 or 32.
That's a bit scary. I'd be like,
yeah.
Don't know.
No, don't.
I want to see it on AD Snuffleupagus. I liked that she had removed her crazy eyelashes though.
Yes, that is true. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah. No, she looks cute. Like, do you know what I mean? She doesn't need it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. Someone said that snore machine is very expensive, and he has two, apparently. Just like, yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
He looks like he has money though. He does.
Yeah,
he does look like he's okay. But so does she as well. So I think we can say that they are firmly to upper middle class people. Yeah, and he has cleaning bots. Really?
Yeah, like I really want one of those. They're like these little robot things. They just like sweep up all the dust and dirt and stuff. They're kind of like, I don't even know what you call them. But they just move by themselves and they're circular and they kind of like bounce into the wall and they'll go into a different direction. They're really cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I like them.
All right. Okay.
I want to get one.
You know what? Yeah. Are you going to get to the bed part?
To the bed? Oh, yes. Yeah. They lay down and they put he's got a hole in his shorts. Yeah. First of all, did you see that? Yes. What the hell is going on? And then you're putting your shoes on the bed. If you're so fucking clean, like, I just don't understand. I don't get it.
No. And why would it's your house though, isn't it? So you just take off your shoes because it also is your house. So I don't know.
That was the other thing with Sim Simpson put the cat on it. Honey wouldn't go and he'll be too scared. But also I saw that with Brittany, yeah, when she was unpacking in the bedroom. Did you notice Kenneth had slippers on and she had her trainers on?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I just thought, this is gross. Take your shoes off.
Yes.
Take them off.
and you're in your room. Like, just I don't know. Maybe this is home training, but generally you're in your house now, isn't it? So why are you bopping about in your hardback trainers?
It seemed weird. It just it seemed weird. I don't like shoes on bed. I don't really like clothes on bed, to be honest. But
no, and why would you just take them off, innit? You're about to get on the bed and like mess about, like it's strange. Like,
it's very, very strange. Very, very, very strange. I don't like it, mate. Yeah. So yeah, that was Laura and Jeremy. Sorry. Okay, so then who's next? Sorry. Chelsea and Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We're gonna be here for ages, by the way. Chelsea and Jimmy, yeah, they go to Chelsea's place, yeah. Very clean, lived in, right? Do you know what I mean? You could see there's a homeliness to it, kind of thing. Yeah. Might not be completely my style, but it was clean and lived in. That's what I thought. Like, this is a difference, right? We meet Tiffany, her flatmate, who is super high energy. Do you know what I mean? She's like, oh, we're all getting married now. Are we? Jimmy immediately is like, no, like, she's too much.
That was funny.
And not live here. Like,
not live here. She was a lot. I was like, girl, chill. But I could imagine Chelsea doing the same the other way around. Like that high energy, like just they're birds of a feather.
Definitely. He lives in a large studio. Do you know what I mean? And they go to his place. Yeah, his studio. We see that. I mean, it's basic. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, like, she's like, oh, it's so nice. I thought it was like pretty standard personally. And it's so small that when he has a meeting, she has to go for a walk, essentially. So it's that small. But apparently it's in a good location. Then we meet Chelsea's friends. We meet Catherine, Jenna, and Morgan, her friends. She runs to them like a dinosaur again. Like, this is her thing. She's
clunky.
Does that mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Why is she running like that? I don't get it. You're a grown woman. Put your hands down.
She is like she's clunky.
Serious.
Walrus.
And shows them the ring. you can tell, like, in the friend group, it seems to me that it's all about her.
Needs to unbig her back.
To be fair, I'll be the first to say, me too, I need to unbig my back. So.
Yes.
So
just clarifying what you were saying.
What's that?
She is the Beyonce of the group. No wonder she had Megan Fox in her mouth.
Yes, this is the thing. So it's just like, oh, guys, I have to tell you, listen, like, it's that kind of thing. And it was just like, I do think Jenna, I think she's the blonde one. I think Jenna's over it though. I don't know what is telling me this, but I just got a glimpse of her. She's just like the
we got another Shelby.
Yeah, his mouth seems a little bit forced. I might be wrong, but it seems a little bit forced to me. Basic. My note was basic broads. Yeah, they're just basic. Basic broads.
No, she is. She is the whole. There's that film, and the best friend is like, "You're so funny." It's an Australian film, anyway. But that's how I felt her friends were. Like she.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you know the
Australian film? Yes.
Yeah.
And she was kind of bullied, and then she turned into a bit of a star. Yes. Oh my god.
It's probably from the 90s, but that line that girl says to her brethren that's how they live.
It.
Chelsea is the one that brings the drama, the fun, oh my god, I went through this, and then they're all like, Chelsea, yourself. She has that friendship group.
I think she lies though. I think because she's an air hostess, I think she lies. I think she says, I went on this trip and I met this person, blah blah blah. You didn't do any of that. I think you just serious. So she starts telling everybody about the conversation about what happened and everything like that. But she's talking about Trevor, who is not Jimmy, a lot. Yeah. She's saying about what she liked about him, all this kind of stuff, like what he looked like and everything. Then she starts going into a different direction. Yeah, everything's great. But Jimmy hasn't even kissed me today. Sorry? I thought everything was lovely. He hasn't even kissed me today. You know what it is? He saw a picture of the girl that he was also talking to. And I think that, do you know what I mean? Like, he thinks she's stunning. They're just like almost immediate. No. It's me. No, it's not you. Oh, please. Is this what people do?
I really wonder, because sometimes when I watch these things, I'm like, okay, I would say that I'm a good friend, but if you're chatting shit like this to me, I'm going to be very silent for quite a while, and I'm going to listen until you finished everything and then break down everything that you said for the folly that it is. I'm not immediately jumping into that you've got to, like, I'm not going on your side straight away. I have to hear you out. Like, and she sounded crazy. Today he hasn't kissed me. What are you? Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
It just doesn't.
So he should have. Would be my next thing. What today he should have done? Why?
Yeah.
Why did you kiss him? You want?
Seriously, I was just like, nah. She is the drama. She actually is, and she needs a lot of reassurance from her friends. Anyway, they meet Jimmy. I think is an actor. I think he might, if he's been trained. I think he's an absolute actor. Do you know what I mean? Like they talk and everything that, but Chelsea's looking at him like, don't fuck up. Do you know what I mean? She's looking at him so intently, and he starts bringing up. I swear he starts bringing up Jess. He's just like, oh yeah, in the pods there was someone else and everything, and then she starts taking over the story. She just cuts him off, starts continuing the story because she don't want to hear it. She don't want to hear how you like Jess. She don't want to hear it at all. Apparently he wants 3 to 5 kids. They talk about the one argument that they had and everything like that. And then he brings up, he says, I wouldn't even cared what she looked like. And her friend just jumps in. Of course not, because she's gorgeous.
Now, if I was the brethren, I'd be like, this man thinks that my friend is butters.
Exactly. And we don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping.
Instantly.
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't like
he ain't for you. About I wouldn't have cared what she looked like. That's not even what you need to say. You need to be like, she is stunning, like all of that stuff. Why he keeps on saying, I don't care what you care, bro.
You care. You absolutely care. Seriously, you care so much, in fact. Seriously, that's annoying you that you have to pretend and keep up the charade. And you could have been with someone else.
He wants to. He truly wants to say to them, girls, okay, I know she's your breakup, but do you think she looks like Megan Fox? That's what he wants to say to them.
And the thing is, then she's just like, but guys, you have told me, who do I get when I'm on the airplane? What do they tell me? They first said Carrie Underwood. Do you know the way I was crying?
Let me pull up.
And then
I see that way more, but that isn't. I mean, she could have led with that.
She could have led with that, but the thing is, you know what? Let me see you in it first before you say I look like anything. It's Love is Blind. So why are you even making these things anyway? Do you know what I mean? Simpsons the Megan Unfox.
Megan Wolf. Oh my god.
I'm dead.
I definitely see. I think Carrie Underwood is more accurate.
No, Marsha, thank you. She looks more like Adele and Natalie Nunn. That's what she looks.
But they're not going to know who Natalie Nunn is, because really she actually looks like Natalie Nunn. Overall.
She does so
like
much.
A white version. But she don't even really look like Adele. Carrie, because she's got that long ass head as well. It's like she's a bit more similar to her.
Jimmy says we're wrong for laughing hard. Sorry, Jimmy. No, she is. You ain't seen Natalie Nunn and her in the same place. I need to see them in the same place.
No, Sonia, Natalie is prettier than Sonia. They're on the same level.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Natalie on this. What are you talking about? Seriously?
No. Oh,
yes. Yes, I am 100%. Like 100%.
All she needs is a fringe. If she had a fringe, little bit of chin.
Sorry, a little touch of chin surgery.
Shave off her chin a little bit. She's all right looking, man. Oh god.
Are there any celebrities that people say you look like?
That I look like?
Yeah. And guys in the comments as well, like, is there any celebrities that people say you look like? You don't have to show us a picture.
I haven't had it in time.
Yeah.
Definitely fully late 90s, 2000. I could go anywhere and people would be like, tweet. That was like a standard. Like,
okay.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That's
I can see that.
Sonia Barley said Beyonce.
Me too.
But tweet ain't been about in time. So yeah, I don't really get anybody anymore.
No, I don't. I've never looked like anyone. I don't think I have a lookalike. Seriously, at all. The only person, nah, I'm not even gonna say because it's sweet. But like, it wasn't even. Someone tried to say that there was. I can't remember the name of the woman, but there was like this adult performer that apparently looked like. But I looked at her. I was just like, no, just no, not at all. So yeah.
Emma O says, I say I look like Alicia Keys, but that's just me though. People don't agree with me. Oh god.
Oh god. Yeah. Jordan, she does. Megan needs to take out cease and desist, isn't it? Seriously, play with her name.
Literally just the eyebrows. That is it. That's the
But she's done her eyebrows like that on purpose. You know what I mean? It's because she's got dark hair and blue eyes. That's it. But you don't look like every person. Seriously. Dark hair, blue eyes.
Sade Sheet says they say I look like the model Adut Akash. But I think it's just Sudanese because I don't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a very particular look as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
It's beautiful. But yeah, bro, yeah. So let's see. I'm still searching for my lookalike.
People
okay. Say again.
In. Iris says Foxy Brown when I got makeup on. Oh, I love Foxy Brown.
Hey, that's nice. Foxy Brown's cute. If Chelsea looked like Megan, I can look like Naomi Campbell for real, innit? Because you know what I was thinking of this, yeah? Because I was thinking if I was in the pods, who can I say that I look like? I couldn't even say anybody. I just be like my dad.
You're not even supposed to say you look like somebody, though.
It's true. So true. But like, yeah, at least you could give a point of reference. You could say, yeah, what you said to it. Do you know what I mean? But I couldn't even pretend. Okay, so anyway, after the friends, Jordan.
Jordan said, I look like Mr. T, but as a female, that's nothing to brag about. Oh my god.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, no. Oh god. You guys are actually too much.
Cracking me up. Oh god. Okay. So okay. So we thought Jimmy said, damn Jordan. Emma said, damn Jordan.
Oh god, not Mr. T.
Oh Jordan. Seriously.
Okay.
It's such an unexpected. I will say though, I've always got a story. But when I was in foster parents, apparently I was obsessed with Mr. T because I am that old. I was obsessed with T, and they used to do my hair. Like they
did you have it going up? I can't even lie. I actually so wanted the hairstyle. I loved Mr. T so like I think he must have been, there was a lot of black people on TV, innit?
No, there really wasn't. Seriously, he was strong and
he was, he beat up everybody, innit?
Yeah. Serious.
I literally used to say that all the time. I pity the fool.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you were white foster parents though, why are they I was only there a short time. But they actually done it. Yeah, they must be pissing themselves with laughter.
You said you wanted that hairstyle. I get it. I asked for it too. I just never got it. And I put on all my mum's chains. I always wanted a sovereign ring.
Yeah.
That man was iconic, man.
I can't wait to get sovereigns. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, Jordan. We've all been
Erin. I look like Megan Good after she got with Jonathan Majors.
No, pick it up. Okay, sorry. I've got actual t-shirts. Okay, right. Sorry. Gotta keep going. Still got another episode. Okay, so Chelsea and Jimmy continued. So the friends leave, yeah, and they're having a good conversation. And Chelsea's like, my friends really like you, and Jimmy's like, yeah, I was really happy. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, woo, like high five, all this kind of stuff, yeah. And then Chelsea's like, this is too happy for me. We've got to bring it down.
Yes. She
You've
is
got to bring it down. You're too
that
happy.
girlfriend. She's that girlfriend.
You're actually too much joy. Got to bring it down. And she's just like, well, you actually had me worried earlier because you was in a bit of a mood. Yeah. And his first reaction was just like, you know, my lip hurts.
No, poor guy. His lips all throbbing. He had to still go to work.
Sonia said, Chelsea's face declines regularly.
It does. It's the
Oh,
truth.
fucking hell. I've never seen that, you know.
It does.
Face never declines. Oh, your declines on the regs. Okay. So basically, she was just like, yeah, but you didn't really pay me much attention. You didn't ask me about my eyebrows because she especially got them done. He's like, if I was him, I would say, listen, bitch. But he didn't. He was much more respectful. He's like, I paid for your dinner. Do you know what I mean? She's like, no, I want you to kiss my face, you know, touch me, tell me how much you do you know what I mean? Tell me how much you like me and all this kind of thing. It's like, babe, I have to work. Do you know what I mean? I had to roll out of bed. He said he rolled out of bed and went straight to work, yeah. And then he came downstairs. And I was thinking, did you bath?
No, he isn't a wonderful.
Yeah.
He hasn't even brushed his teeth.
It is. Then she's like, you didn't kiss me once today. And he, being the man that he is, he goes over to her immediately and kisses her. He's like, oh, babes, is that what it is? Kisses her. Do you know what I mean? Then he goes back and then he's like, hold on a second. Now I kiss you twice.
You know when you start remembering your steps. Yeah. Like, this person is just lying.
Seriously. Oh my God. So, you know, she then starts bringing up Jess immediately, and she's just like saying she's feeling really insecure because, you know, you talked about Jess and, you know, Jeremy shared her Instagram and, you know, no, he said Jeremy shared her Instagram and she looks like and said that she looks like a Kardashian. Now, Jimmy, why did you have to repeat that in this moment? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that at all. And I think, yeah, he kind of had enough at this point. Do you know what I mean? Because then she just starts going into it. And unfortunately, and I think it's fair. I actually think it's fair as well. Unfortunately for Chelsea, she has her lips downturned. So when she's upset, she looks really upset. Do you know what I mean?
Everything just hangs really down. Like,
yeah.
And then she's got a long head. And he'll be looking at her like, this is far from Megan Fox.
It's not Megan Fox at all. At all.
Sonia.
You know, Sonia. Seriously.
But it's true.
But yeah. But it's
Chelsea
so true.
Looks like Chloe's old face. Chelsea does.
It's true.
That is no lie. Oh shit, she does.
Yeah, old Chloe. She does look like old Chloe. They could be sisters. It's true.
Well, at least he knows, with a little bit of money and some work.
Yeah. I can have what I want. But yeah, but he's over it a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's talking about, oh, I didn't feel any love for you today. Do you know what I mean? And then she repeats the whole thing about, like, you know, you didn't even kiss me. It's like, listen, I kissed you twice. You twice. It's like, truthfully, in fact, you're actually a bit clingy. You're actually a bit clingy. I've told you I love you an excessive amount of times.
Yes. And he's right. He's not lying. It is like, come on, girl.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Too much. It's too much, man. Like, it's not even nighttime and you're talking about you haven't kissed me today. I could have been kissing you in the evening. How about that?
That
like,
exactly.
Alone.
Give me a little bit of space. I need to get used to you and your un-Megan ways. I need to get used to you. Seriously. And like, yeah, she's just like, oh, you started causing problems and digging as soon as you found out about Jess, what she looks like. And then she's like, oh, I had sex with you. And then he says, well, actually, you're the one that wanted sex. Yeah, exactly about that. You're the one that wanted it. And actually, I actually wanted to take a little breather. At this point, she gets up and walks away. Because what else can you do What else can you do? My man's talking about I want to breathe. You're newly engaged and your man was a breather from sex.
He was being honest with her, and she can't handle it. Sonia, I agree. Chelsea was a bully and manipulative in that scene. And she's done it before after AD as well. She did the same type of thing. It's like she spins it like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. No, there's lots wrong with me, and you must solve it. And it's like, no, she's out of order. She's out of order.
And she got what she was looking for. Do you know what I mean? Because he was vicious with it.
Yep. Well, if you keep on, as they say, if you keep on digging.
Yeah, embarrassed. Serious, yes, Shayla. Honestly, it was just, oh my God, it was too much. It was actually too much. I feel so, I was embarrassed watching it. I was embarrassed.
I was for her. I was like, and at the same time, I was like, go on, Jimmy, tell her.
Yeah, yes.
Tell her all the ways that she's annoying.
It was hard because the thing is, he was trying, and the thing is, like, from his point of view, I faced this whole enjoyment with your friends, yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're saying that I haven't loved on you. I actually did, yeah, and I even gave you extra, and now this, no, it's enough. It's enough. Let me put an end to your witch ways. Seriously,
she poked the bear, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. And so he decides to get his stuff and get the hell out of there, man. He gets the stuff and gets the hell out of there. So then I'll just talk about the random scene at the end as well before we get on to Brittany and Kenneth, because we've got to save the best to last. So we see Laura and Jess meet up. We see them two meet up, yeah. Jess is talking about her daughter and everything like that, and she also says that Jimmy actually friend requested her. She sat on it for 8 hours, and then he withdrew the friend request.
Yes.
Now I think Chelsea may have already got access to his phone
and took it off. That could have happened.
Seriously. Yes, Sonia, the two witches, it's true. They're basically, do you know what? They are a bunch of mean girls. They really are. They gel, like Laura and Jess. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. That they would absolutely be brethrens.
Yeah. So I look like a 2024 Missy Elliott. You think?
Look.
I think
Missy. I
see Missy lately. I'll do the whole shebang. If this is true. But thanks for searching as well. Let me say.
Breaking news. This is out of order.
Oh, what's happened?
Like this. Portia has filed for divorce against her Nigerian husband after 15 months.
Oh no! Oh, is it because didn't he have difficulty staying in the States or something?
Yeah. His citizenship was denied, and his criminal past was
revealed.
Yeah,
I mean, fair.
Oh well. So breaking news for you guys.
That's mad. That's actually mad. Life of Budge, I'm never saying.
Just tell us the name when the adults start.
I'm never saying.
Oh,
yeah, visa denied. He can't do it. Boy, so go. That's what happens, isn't it? Yeah. So in their conversation, Laura and Jess basically just saying, I've been trying to heal and everything like that. But if I was to see Jimmy, then, you know, I might get the butterflies, I might get the tingles, you know what I mean? Got to see how it goes. She even asks Laura, in fact, do you think he wants to see me? She's just like, yeah. I think he does. Do you know what I mean? And then Laura's sharing her woes about Sarah Ann DM'd Jeremy
to
meet up and everything like that, and he didn't shut it down, which is funny. But it is like a conflict though, because you can't be telling your friend to go for a man that's engaged to another woman and then be mad at a woman that's going for your man that's engaged to you.
Yes.
Crazy.
The same shit is taking place. And I do get her point of, okay, she's going to try and do that. But him hearting the message, like it is like that. You either look at it and you show it, like, look at what she sent me. But for you to like, you've basically given it a bit of a green light. And she should expect it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I missed something. But yeah, that's true. Also, him telling Amy, this is the thing, because they don't know that Amy knows that Jerry wants to talk to Sarah Ann right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Freaking, yeah. Crazy situation. Okay, so yeah, real-time karma. Yes. Brittany and Kenneth, yeah. So first of all, we see them. We go to Kenneth's home. It's empty. There's nothing in it. Does he even live there? I don't think so. I think he maybe just threw some stuff before he went on the holiday. It's an Airbnb.
I feel like it's an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I wasn't believing it, and we know that they have form for doing this. So I was like, no, you don't. That man and that like seasoning cupboard. I was like, this isn't even a black man. He had Italian seasoning.
That's what he could find in the local whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah, you don't live there, or you're eating takeaway every day, 3 times a day, or maybe he eats at school though. To be fair, depending on what happens.
Airbnb. I was literally like, this ain't his place.
Yeah, there was no kind of personality, nothing.
Like, this isn't a black man's place.
Yeah,
like, even if it was sparse, this ain't it.
So yeah, so she talks to camera. She said, like, you know what, he actually has introverted moments, you know, and I feel like I might be overthinking, you know, things and everything like that. You know, we've talked about it, like in that in her bit talking to camera, it was like she was insinuating like he's told me that this is, do you know what I mean? This is what it is. So I'm thinking about, do you know what I mean? That and everything like that. Once he's done, I thought, do you know what? This is so bad because she knows what it is. She's known what it is. But the self-doubt is kicking in. Do you know what I mean? And he's gaslighting a little bit. They obviously doing the tour of the house. As soon as the tour is done, he picks up his phone. He's picking up his phone. He's literally on his phone. Yeah, but how are you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother, we're filming. You know, this is what I'm saying, yeah? Like, obviously, there's different type of women in it. I'm just not that kind of woman. I'm not that kind of woman. I can't be there. There's cameras here. You're embarrassing us, and I'm sitting there just taking it. No. Cut. Get off your phone. Can we put the phones away, please? It has to be something. It has to be something. I wouldn't be able to just sit. Would you be able to sit and swallow that? I can't.
No, he was being rude. Like,
we're
talking about your rudeness at this moment, about your asking me how. Kenneth, you can't even put your phone down. Like, we got a lot to talk about. Exactly. And I'm not pussyfooting around the thing like she keeps on doing. Like,
yeah.
Like, no.
It's weird. Maybe they both have preconceptions about each other because the way she's acting is like he could explode at any moment. Like, she has to be so careful and thoughtful about what she says. Like, it's just like, what is going on here? It's like they both are mirroring their fear for each other or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's weird. But she's, you know,
her fear isn't about him. It's more about the internet. It's more about what black people are going to think of her. So she's being very careful to not just call him out on his bullshit for fear of black Twitter coming at her like, you're being racist. Like, that's just how a black man is. Like, I think it's always she's not being comfortable, so she can't be real to actually, I'm just being disrespected here. Black, white, whatever. He was disrespecting you and he didn't want to get off his phone. And production told him, why don't you ask me how she's doing? And he was like, okay, so how's your day?
He's probably like, what now? He's probably like, asking now. So weird. But she tries to explain, like, look, like, you know, obviously when we was on holiday, like, do you know what I mean? Everything just seems like you will seem more relaxed. There was peace and everything like that. And like now we're here, it just seems like really heavy and stuff. And I was just like, oh, babe, yeah, you're understanding the Black experience, because it is heavy every fucking day, mate. It's heavy. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm back in my reality. Yes, of course. I'm gonna have to deal with the regular shit. Seriously. But you know, he's like, nah, you're over analyzing it. And actually, how are you gonna give me grace in these moments? I was just like, I didn't expect it.
No, I was like, I had to rate him. I was like, you know, when you're like, oh, now I know you're a teacher.
Yeah.
It all made sense. It was like, here he comes. That was,
you know what I mean? Principal, Mr. Principal. So the next we see them back in their shared home. And she's got her nails done, nice blue. She's got her toes done too. She lifted up her leg to show him. She's like, look, I'm flexible. And then, you know, she gets at him and she said, like, look, you wakes me up at 1 a.m. in the morning. Do you know what I mean? When knowing that she had to get up at 5 a.m. and he puts all the lights on and everything. Personally, I feel that that's absolutely wild. That's crazy. And his reason was that he was saying, oh, you know, but you know what? I wanted to say goodnight. Sorry. Yeah. I've got to get at 5 a.m. and you're waking me up at 1 a.m.
Just didn't care. You know, that level of like, he's actually now annoyed to be living with her. That was that action.
Yeah.
If you've come in late and whatever you needed to do, you could have done elsewhere to just tiptoe into bed, because it's, you know, she's got to get up in 3 hours. Switching on a light to me is you absolutely do not care for this woman. You can't give a rat's ass.
He hates her.
And then nudging her like, hello, no.
Yeah, no, he hates her. He actually hates her. He blames her for everything. Do you know what I mean? And and then she starts trying to communicate with him. But he just kind of, I think he goes into a bit of a monologue, right? And he's just like, you know what, I was trying to kiss you. And actually what it is that you don't want. No, what did she say? Basically, she was trying to communicate to him about the lack of desire that's in their relationship. Yeah. His thing was for you.
Yeah. At that point, I knew he was a man. I was literally like, oh, here we go. Here it really is. This is the real him. This is the man that has been trying to hide and be like the perfect gentleman.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing who he is.
This is you showing your ass.
Yeah. I was literally like, no, Kenneth, you're out of order. You're out of order.
And I thought, this is argument time. Do you know what I mean? But she kept her composure, and he's just like, look, if I'm trying to kiss on you like I tried to kiss on you last night, you know what? When I was watching this, I was like, at 1 a.m. I don't know how people do it. Anyone that's in a relationship and is successful, I don't know how you do it, mate. Hats up to you, because I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? She's been quiet, listening, you know. I can't listen to you at this moment. You're talking nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
And I don't believe him for a second. What she described weren't any type of, you're trying to be affectionate. And even how he described it, it sounded like you came in late and you decided, I'm switching on the light and I'm undressing because
that's what I want to do.
Going to sleep. Yeah, I don't care that you're sleeping. This weren't, no, but you came in at 2 and obviously like you were trying to touch me, and you didn't do any of that, Kenneth. So don't try and lie now.
Nudging her is not a thing, man. Seriously, he tried to buoy her off.
Yes,
he basically tried to buoy her off, and it weren't cute at all. And you know, and then it's the condescending. You know what it is, babe? You're not thinking introspectively about this relationship. I was just like, girl, run, because he thinks you're one of his little students who can talk to you anyhow. He can just switch it around, do reverse psychology, all this. Nah, you need to run. And he's basically saying, like, if you have to keep questioning the states of our relationship, then bro, it's a wrap. We don't, you know what I mean? Because on my part, there's no valid concern, but you're saying that there's concern. Do you know what I mean? So obviously we don't mesh well. Do you know what I mean? Like I was just like, nah, this guy's out of order.
That's a man that wants out. And he doesn't want to say it properly. Like he weren't gonna ever initiate it, but he was doing everything so that she would have to have this conversation. Yeah. And if you really, really liked her, like what he was saying, you'd try and work through it.
Right.
Nah.
And he
even man, I thought he was better than this. I actually did think he was gonna do the process. I was like, nah, this is out of order. What you're doing.
I tried to believe him. Yeah. I tried to believe it. And he even shut it down. He shut that, even a possibility. He said there's no point even trying to work through it. He shut every possibility down. I was just like, yes, you are a teacher. Like, there's nowhere for you to turn. There's no escape. It's done. It's done. And he was almost like, thank you for making my job easier. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's just like, and then he starts doing this self-righteous bullshit. He was like, spiritually, what's meant for me is not going to pass me. You know
that's my God. You know
nah, he blatantly didn't. He don't want to. He's talking about you don't want to force something. You don't want a white girl, like basically. Do you know what I mean? Like you made a decision. Do you know what I mean? And you weren't fingering it. And like she starts crying, and he starts scrolling on his phone.
Honest,
the girl is crying,
and she weren't doing like able to talk, and like the tears are dropping as she's talking normally. Like she was crying, crying where a normal God-fearing person, like you said he is, would literally be like, I'm so, like you'd hug the person. You'd literally
reach
be like,
at the very least, you're gonna reach out your hands. Let's hold hand. Do you know what I mean? Like let me find you a tissue. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh my God. No, then he was just like, when he said, yeah, when he said, give me a hug so I know there's no beef. You shattered this girl's world and you're like, give me a hug. They hug like she's some 2-year-old kid that's just bumped their knee or has been told off because they need to go to bed now. Like, you're hugging this girl. Seriously. And then she's like, she whispers in his neck, yeah, I don't want to let this go. If you see the way he scrunched his face.
He's plainly like, I'm not staying here another goddamn minute. Like, dude was so out. He was so ready to leave. It was like, nah, Kenneth.
Yeah, no. Kenneth he's cold. He's cold-hearted. He's cold-blooded. In fact, actually cold. Like, and then he's like, okay, you all right? All right, cool. I'm going upstairs. He went upstairs on his phone upstairs. She's breaking down, crying, and then he's like, yeah, he calls his friend. Yeah, I'm about to bounce.
Yeah, I'm about to bounce up out of here and come see y'all.
Yeah,
I'll be like, Kevin, the level of you don't give a hootenanny about this chick is dramatic. Like, it's actually out of order what you. And I didn't think he was that guy, but I knew we didn't know who he was though. I knew that much about him. I knew we didn't know who he was because this ain't him. This ain't him. And then we saw who he is. Like, he did not like her. He was just going through emotions.
He was cold, but the thing is, it's like he didn't like her, but he didn't really treat her like with empathy. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if you're leaving, and it's done. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? But you can be a bit sweeter. Like, I don't know what it is, and I was thinking, like, sometimes also as well, I cannot deny the fact that we are socialized to understand white people's pain more than others, right? Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, like, why am I so upset? Do you know what I mean? Her pain. But I feel like because she actually didn't do anything wrong at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just because she's this white lady or whatever, but she just liked him. You know, she just liked him and she believed him, you know, and he didn't have to be that cold. And I feel, really bad form for him, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I think so. Because he could have, even if you're coming to the realization, like, dude, like, kind of every other second is something. Because actually what she said is less than what Chelsea has been leveling at Jimmy constantly. Like, I want this from you, I want that from you. She weren't even doing that. She was doing it very gracefully. Like, there's we seem to have a lack of affection. Like we haven't worked on that side of our relationship. And other ways we can be really aligned, but we're not doing that. And that could turn into a problem. Dude then flips out and is literally like, bun you then. It's like, nah, come on, Kenneth. she ain't done anything to
she ain't done anything
to warrant this. But I knew he
order.
wanted out anyway. I knew once he came home, I think he really was like, I actually can't do this interracial shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, those were the conversations he was having. Like, I actually can't do this. I thought I could, but really cold light of day, I actually cannot do this.
Yeah.
He needed to be honest. He wasn't honest with her.
Yeah.
That's why it was a bit unnerving. It's like, Ken, if you're lying, like,
yeah,
you don't like her.
and she's still a human. She's a human being, man. Like, be not like you're like he's got a position in the church, and you're a caretaker of young minds. Do you know what I mean? Is this how you think that is this how you're encouraging people to act in these moments? That's crazy.
Oh, Life of Bodge says apparently they edited it that way, and it was her who initiated the breakup.
Oh, really?
Really? I don't.
Wait, well, what did he?
No, because she seemed to try to be like, this is like, it seemed like that she didn't want it to escalate that much, but that could all be in the editing anyway. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. To be fair, they do take bits from wherever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Erin J says Kenneth is a Dr. Umar student. What did y'all expect? I know. I feel he was conflicted.
He was conflicted because the way he was jealous of AD and Clay, he was jealous. He was just like, "Oh, this right here."
He wanted that black love story, and maybe none of the other black women liked him.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe, you know,
especially if he's doing that quiet shit, and especially if he's on his phone like that. No, you gotta do more, bro.
Yeah, no, maybe in the pods, it's a shame.
Shantae May.
Oh, even Malcolm X had a white girlfriend at one point.
He did.
Apparently, so did Martin as well, Luther King.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I've heard that.
He wanted Clay. No, not that.
I'll be speculating. Okay, right. So now episode 9. Guys, you're still with us. Love you guys. Make sure you put the like button. Make sure you do that now if you haven't done so already. Follow us on all of our channels. Your aunties can never, Nana Evans com, and Hey Charlotte Salami, and share with like-minded people. Get involved with the conversation. Okay, so now we're down to 4 couples. We've lost one. Episode 9, we've lost one couple. We're on 4. We've got AD and Clay, Laura and Jeremy, Amy and Johnny, Chelsea and Jimmy. There's a lot of J's. Very annoying.
Too many.
Very, very annoying. Okay, I'm going to save Jimmy and Chelsea. Wait, hold on. Am I? No, I don't think I am. Wait, what am I doing here? Sorry, my notes. I feel like I've lost some notes.
The thing is, because of how Netflix runs it, I can't remember where 9 started. It seemed to all kind of run into
1. Yeah.
Erin J says, from jump, this batch of men this season are straight trash. They should have put this season on hold instead of giving us Dollar Tree men.
Yes, I agree. Okay, we can start here. We can start with Jimmy and Chelsea. So this is the morning after. And Jimmy comes back into the house. He comes back into the household that they're sharing, and Chelsea saying to him, like, look, shouldn't have left like that. That was really mean. Do you know what I mean? And he was just like, well, you was gonna leave, so how's it any different? Just like, she's like, oh, well, I was just, you saying that essentially. And basically he was saying to her, like, look, I really got annoyed how many times you asked me what was wrong. Do you know what I mean? I was starting to feel very, very smothered. She, they squashed it. She said she's going to work on her emotions and be overly sensitive, and he said he's going to focus on his wording. He did say that he felt like it was disrespectful, and that he's sorry. Do you know what I mean? I don't recall her saying sorry. I could be wrong. but
we didn't get that in the edit. And I agree with Sonia Barley. The producers had to talk Jimmy back. I think so.
Yeah.
In what way is telling somebody that they are literally being a bit clingy, which we've seen she has been clingy, disrespectful? Like she keeps on saying her feelings. Now he's saying his. That just felt like production talk. Like just settle, just go in, just say you were disrespectful, like, you know, keep it moving. And I do think he likes the limelight a bit as well. But yeah, I'm not believing he came back off of his own volition.
Yeah, I get that. Jimmy does say that he does like her friends. She was like saying, "Don't leave me again." He thought that he went to the bar and that she's never going to initiate sex again, and he literally starts begging her to take that back. Don't say that. Then Jimmy introduces Chelsea to his girlfriend of 2 years. Now, are these people? They might be his friends.
He's only known those girls for 2 years.
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were like long time bridge.
Suspect.
Yeah.
Absolutely suspect to me. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like, this is weird. Also, if you dated one of these girls, wouldn't be surprised. I was getting vibes that he may have dated Maddie personally.
Which one was
sure. Maddie was the blonder one. It was like dark-haired girl. That was
the dark-haired one looked like maybe she's got something. She's mixing something. Yeah, the white woman one. Yeah, I got that vibe too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got a feel that she didn't like her. Like really, really honest. I was like, I don't think she actually does like Chelsea.
Well, the other one actually slipped up in the end, isn't it? They used to hook up. Is that a fact? Because I would not be surprised.
That's suspicious. Like, I was blatantly Even I thought they were longer term friends, and I still was like, what? This guy ain't got no boys. Like for meet the friends, you're bringing the girls. Like I was blatantly like, nah. I don't know what he's playing at, but this ain't it.
See you later, Emma. Sorry, she hasn't watched the last episode. No worries. See you later. Okay. Daily Diet says nobody likes Chelsea. They don't, do they? Oh, apparently it's true. Okay, cool. Cool. We called it. Yeah, so basically, I don't know. She tells them about, apparently the girls anyway gave him advice on the ring, and she tells them about like the not initiating sex thing anymore, which was so weird. I just thought this is oversharing. This is unnecessary. Yeah. But they reveal that he is really dependent. And you know, so it's a fine one that he's calling someone else clingy because he's super dependent on other people that he can't even breathe sometimes without being told to. They asked her how she feels about him having close girlfriends, and she was like, oh, you know, I was worried before, but then I remembered that my ex-boyfriend is one of my best friends. I was just like, this is a mess.
Yes.
This is a mess. But they're saying like, he's like our brother and stuff and everything like that. And yeah, they do say that they like her. I think one of the girls did slip up though, because they were just like, oh yeah, she could potentially get married. And then the other one corrected her, she will be getting married or something along those lines. Like it was just like she was given, one of them was given a caveat and the other one's like, no, certain. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they were feeling her at all. And Daily Dio, yes, like he's embarrassed to introduce her to his real homies. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he knows his brethren would probably be like, nah, not this girl. Like you've done better.
Yeah,
you could do better. Yeah, Shantae May, Chelsea probably stalks her ex, probably.
Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Amy and Johnny, might as well get them out of the way. They basically done like dance lessons for their wedding. I can't remember the name of the dance, but it's a Latin type of dance. Boring, kind of cute, I guess, but just a little bit boring. She also meets Johnny's family. I think they were very warm and friendly and very welcoming, and I like the sisters more. Bachata. Thank you, Sonia. I like the sisters more. They were just vibes. They were actually vibes. Johnny was giving me Lord Farquaad. Yeah, which is similar to what's it called? To Chelsea, to Casey in Love Island, very similar. Yes. Hey, Okoye, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, on episode 9 now.
Yes. Hope you're feeling better, by the way. And yeah, they think that she's a good fit to their family. They think that you didn't skip this part. What do you mean? Tell me what I didn't skip, Life of Budge. They asked her what position to play. She played. What position in what? I didn't see that. They asked her what position she plays. I have no idea.
Life of Budge fill in because I don't know either.
I don't know. Unless you're running a joke. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna so yeah, so it feels like they feel like she's gonna be a really good fit. And she says that one of the sisters, Maria, I think it is, she's just like, well, maybe love really is blind. And I thought that was very cute.
I just think I can see those guys working. Like really, really, like, you know, they could have a marriage. I see that happening for them. And then yeah, I could see it. I don't know about her dad though, but they are kind of giving me Bliss and Zach vibes. Like they're just gonna be cool when they're together and they go traveling and do their thing. Like they're okay. So I kind of like glaze over with them. Like okay, cool. I'm only partially interested.
Yeah, no, I feel you. You don't have to take many notes, I think. It's for American football. What position she plays in American football? Is
that? Hang on, let me go up there.
I'm sorry, that's out of order. They're mocking it. They're actually mocking it. Seriously.
Oh. A linebacker. Life of Budge. Life of Budge and David Dyer together in one chat is a lot.
See how she runs? Yes, exactly. But oh my gosh. Okay, so then we have AD and Clay. Where AD meets Clay's mother and sister. They've flown in. You know, AD talks a little bit about more what she does. She does real estate, and she also does something in a nightclub. I can't remember exactly, actually.
She's a VIP manager.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, kind of a. Clay is also into real estate as well. So I thought, okay, cool. They've got commonality there. That's really nice. Yeah. Mum generally thinks that they're aligned at this point anyway. AD gets a little bit cold. The mum offers her shawl. I did not remember seeing Clay flinch, a flutter, anything. See how his baby is doing. Do you know what I mean?
But when she said she was cold, the mum did hand it over straight away.
Yeah, but you can't stop your mum and say, "Oh, I've got this." You know what I mean? Or like, "Don't worry, mum."
What could he have given?
He was wearing a whole cardigan. He was literally wearing a whole cardigan.
He was. But he also may be feeling
yes. I don't know. It just didn't give me good vibes. Seriously, he told her to wear a jacket. Whatever. So what now? She's a suffer. Oh, Life of Budge is really. AD needs to see a black hairdresser for a wedding. She won't.
She absolutely, because her hair is actually just annoying me. I can't remember. Did they show her? I can't remember what she looked like at her wedding. I'm hoping she looks better anyway.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully the tiara or whatever it is, hold everything into place. But she did do a TikTok, actually. I need to start thinking the TikToks. But she did do a TikTok about like her hair and how problematic. Yeah, because people keep talking about it. So she seems to be in a good sport about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she they continue the conversation. AD is talking about him, you know, not being at home and everything like that. And Clay's like, look, after work, do you know what I mean? And she's like, AD's like, you know what? It's not really the work, you know, it's more about the quality time. That's what essentially what she was saying. Clay's like, so what's the problem? AD's like, whoa.
I love that. Like the sister also looked like, raw. Okay,
yeah.
like,
What's going on?
Cameras, us.
Yeah, what's going on? Is this going to be a moment? For me, Clay is an absolute red flag. He thinks he's the prize. He thinks he's a baddie. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's an absolute red flag. He had to pull himself together and remember where he was and that he was with his mother and his sister as well. Do you know what I mean? And his mum, do you know what I mean? She was just like, look, I'm 59. I was married for nearly 24 years, so I think I can speak on this. And she says, you know, you have to understand, obviously, like you have your work schedule, you have to be more understanding about his work schedule, talking to AD, but it's about balance. Do you know what I mean? And actually, Clay, if something is important, someone is important to you, then you make the time. If you love them, then you make the time, you make the effort, you work it out, and that sort of thing, you know.
Mum is actually a problem, and I think in their whole interaction, what I got from the mum's advice is you're gonna have a son like Clay. So realistically, from what she's been through with his dad being a serial cheater, and you should be able to tell that your son probably has some scarring from this, and he may treat a woman quite badly because of that. You don't then start off with, this is what you should do to the woman in front of your son, because he is going to take that as, I can do no wrong. You need to speak to your son about his shit. Like that doesn't sound good. What? So you think it's okay to not go home, and you think that that's the beginnings of a marriage. Like this should be okay. Nah. I was like, the mum is an issue, and I would be looking at that family like, I'm not interested in being married in this family.
Oh yeah.
The mum can't take him to task, and she's giving him caveat. I'm not going to be able to take him to task.
She's an enabler. I think she's a bit of an enabler. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think, you know, she talks about marriage being hard and sacred and everything like that. And it's just like, it's interesting, not to, obviously without judgment, but like knowing a bit of her story. And if she holds these thoughts that marriage is sacred and stuff, and like being in a situation where your husband has repeatedly cheated on you and you stayed married to him, like, bro.
But I wonder, and as he even said, like his dad has never been single since. So
yeah, that's what
it was the dad that was the one that was like, I'm out of this.
Yeah,
I'm done here. She may have still been there. That actually isn't. That's not a basis to take advice from somebody either, because their self-esteem is probably shit low. So she's gonna be looking at AD like, you better marry my son. Like, you know, you'll be lucky to have him as well. This is why he has an inflated sense of self. There was loads of red flags in there. I was like, nah, mum, I thought she was gonna come with some wisdom, like she's lived, and it was like, no, you're ready to still back your son and his shit. He is not gonna make a good husband at all.
No, he does. Honestly, he does. I mean, she was saying that marriage with the right person is beautiful. So I don't know whether she was trying to like hint, like get out, like run. Like, do you know what I mean? She may have been doing a little side thingy or stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I was just like, oh, mate, if you're gonna suffer, you're gonna endure if you marry this man. Like, you're actually gonna. It will be struggle, love. Like, honestly, and he wants that.
I was totally, even when he was talking about like the travel he has to do, again, him with his monologues, like, so I stayed out and then came back again. It's like, this is the beginnings of our relationship. We're not 10 years in and I'm calling your patterns to be, no, this is how you're going to cheat very early on. Oh, right. Home. Like, no. You can't be just staying out all night at this stage. Never. Yeah. And it shouldn't be okay that you're doing this and I should just be okay with it because it's your work. Nah. No, travel, get up early and you got to travel there. Like, you got to come home. Like, that's nah. I was like, nah.
He will do. It's going to be too easy for him because he set himself up. He has access. He has freedom, and he's got an inflated ego. It's going to be way too easy, and I don't think he sees like AD as a. If he was to lose her, it'll be. I don't know. I think like it's fine. Like it's just I can roll with this. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? I can find someone else.
Chalk it up to the game.
Yes, no, that's absolutely right, Shantae. Yeah, he was acting like she doesn't have a job, like she is on annual leave. Like, what the fuck? He was so dismissive. He was so dismissive.
Talking about her like she's jobless. Like, you know, we came back. You had to get yourself sorted out. I had to go straight back to my business. It was like, nah, dude, you're really rubbishing her time as well, because it does sound like, well, she does late night work as well over the weekends, and she's still got stuff to do during the week. And if she's like, I'm always going to try and make it home so that we spend time together, why are you not trying to do the same?
Seriously. I think the thing is I hear what you're saying, Jimmy saying I'm confused. Mum spent way more time back in AD. She went on about quality time. She did, but at the same time, it's just like with like her son is her son, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like she should have been clearer and more swifter and do you know what I mean?
In on your child, you don't. It's not the other person, and I think this is the thing. Too many of us are so used to mothers doing that. Like, we're going to be even in it. That's not your child. Your child is the one that you parent.
Yeah,
and so that's where your attention goes. So from when she started off with, you know, it would be nice if you're more considerate. Already then I was like, no, that's not your child. Speak to your son, because you should know what your household was like and what he's grown up under. You don't know what her household is like. So that's the person that you got to school, not her. No, you're not telling her to be accommodating to your son, and his bad behavior is setting the wrong precedent for your marriage.
And you're assuming he's telling the truth as well. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not going to trash my son on national television, but I'll tell my sons how to be a very good husband. Most definitely. That's my job.
They will be. That's the thing. They will be anyway. You're not going to let them go out in the world and not be.
No, the king's round here.
Exactly.
None of that. They're not going on Love is Blind.
Do you know what I mean? Daily diet.
AD wouldn't question a white man's whereabouts.
That's funny. Seriously, do you think she's maybe?
No. AD does want a white man though. That is.
I think she
glazed over when she's sitting there. Like, I'm not marrying your son anyway. But
yeah, exactly. Like, we're just gonna have a party. I'm gonna wear a white dress for a bit. I think. Yeah. So
Life of God says, I'm sure her mum will grill him next episode only, and nobody will complain. Let's see what stance her mum takes. If she even meets the dude, who knows?
The thing is, because they showed a little clip of like her talking to her mum, and it was just them two. So I don't know that was thingy. And then also as well, I'm not even too sure about the relationship with her mum anyway, because it's like there seems to be a lot going on with like AD's family, because it was like she talked about one of her sisters first, and then it was like a surprise that she spoke to another sister, then it was a surprise that she talked to her mum. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like there seems to be more going on there.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna see that meeting. I did think it was more like, and her dad has side. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if we're gonna get her mum on side with her and speaking to Clay.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Because also, this is the thing. I bet AD, that was what I was gonna say. I bet she thought if she was with a different type of guy, that she'd not be dealing with any of this stress. Do you know what I mean? I feel she's just like, hence why I didn't want this. But
she did say from in the pods, like, Clay feels like home, and her home life sound like it was hella dysfunctional. So
chaotic.
Yeah.
Absolutely chaotic. Okay, so then going on to our last couple, Laura and Jeremy. So first of all, the first place we see them is basically them prepping for Jeremy to meet Laura's parents. And I think he asked her about their marriage, and she was just shitting on their marriage. In my opinion, she was shitting on their marriage. She was just like, oh, they do their thing, it's a bit boring, I don't want that, I want something more spicy, I want this, da da da. I just like, these are your parents, yeah.
She was shitting on their marriage. Yeah. She literally was like, and I couldn't get what the angle was. So either, she was self-censoring to not go into their business too much.
Yeah.
But I was totally like, if I watched that back and my child was saying that about me, nah, this is out of order. We got to have words.
Yeah.
No, intents and purposes, it's like they're together, they're cool, but they're ready to be like, yeah, but they're really poor, they're really boring. It's not what I'm after.
Like, okay, like I just thought it was an unnecessary thing to say. She could have a positive spin on it, to be honest, or say nothing. Like, you don't need to say anything.
Yeah, they've been redirect in 30 odd years. It's lovely for them.
Yeah,
I was blatantly like, that is really rude and disrespectful.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Also, Daily Dio, yeah, you reminded me of a point that I was thinking about, yeah, with regards of jumping to Jimmy, back to Jimmy again, yeah. I believe, yeah, Jimmy is a type of man to have different families all over the city, all over the country. I feel like he's such an actor that he will do that. And I do agree with you. I think Laura's parents know that she's a shitty person for sure.
Yeah.
They made that clear.
Yeah,
which is also shitty as well, kind of thing. Like, just like, this whole family is a freaking mess, and this is where I was like, so yes,
her parents do know she's an arsehole for real.
They really do. And so yeah, so like, but so the parents still haven't arrived at this point anyway. She was just like, oh, what's the worst thing? He asked her, what's the worst thing it would be like for my parents to say? And she starts going on like, oh yeah, that you're a nice guy, but you're not my guy, kind of thing. And I think like Jeremy didn't like that. He didn't really like that. I think he took offense to that a little bit, like, oh, how? Like, do you know what I mean? How could I not be your guy? Anyway, parents arrive. They bring the dog. The dog licked her face way too close to her mouth for my liking. I thought that was disgusting. For someone who's supposed to be so clean, that's gross.
People and their pets.
Yeah, but no. Do you think no? I don't. Cats don't do that anyway. But I'm not licking my cat. Like, that's disgusting. It's gross. On the mouth. Looking at her family, so obviously it was her mum and dad, her brother, and her brother's wife, her sister-in-law. She's had lots of surgery. That's why I was just like, okay, cool. Like, you have decided to be the swan of the family. Do you know what I mean?
But all of them have money, but it's funny because you say that, because I looked at her like, oh, maybe you're new to this. Like, you've come into a moneyed family and like you're like, oh, I'm going to look glamorous and everything. So I was like, I felt like she was newer money. That actually was how I took her. Like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, she definitely looks better than everyone as well. So
yeah. Good. She's made. I think she's invested a lot of time, energy, effort to make sure that is the case. Yeah, and she tells the family off the bat that, they were in a love triangle. Do you know what I mean? Her sister-in-law seems like the person that's just like, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, see the joy in this. She seems like that kind of person. I think, again, so they used the example of the Hawaiian shirts. Jeremy loves the Hawaiian shirt. Laura hates them. And her brother likes Hawaiian shirts as well. So she's like, you know what? I know that my man likes them. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy loads of them. I'm going to make sure he's happy, essentially. Yeah. Laura's just like, actually, you can take his.
Like, Laura, I don't think Laura and her sister-in-law get on.
No.
And I think the sister-in-law was acting like I am the perfect wife. Like, you should be more like me and get married. And Laura was absolutely rebelling against that. Like there was so much going on between the family dynamics. Again, from the outside, I would also be like, this is not the chick that I want to marry. She was not selling herself. I was actually like, oh, you're probably more shitty than we had seen previously. Like now we're around your family and you're an asshole to them as well. Like, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. I have a pet peeve with this, but I just don't think you should do this, especially on camera. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's so bad. But as Jimmy said, yes, red flag, even when even dad says, if you treat her like a princess and pamper her, she'll walk all over you. Yeah. Like, so your dad. The mum said something as well. I was just like, whoa, what is going on? Like, is she a bitch? Is that what you're trying to say? She's a first class one. Because wow. Yes. Simmer, yes. I don't even like my cat's wet nose as well. Yes. I don't touch me either. I agree.
Yeah, she did. She called out Jimmy first. She did. Yeah. She was being horrible. Like literally, like they had an argument going into it or something, but she wasn't being nice. She wasn't on form.
Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable.
She's been herself. Around your family, innit? Like you can't really. Your shitty person's gonna come out.
But for Jimmy's sake, though, are you not going to try and put on the nicest side of you with your family? Like
she might get called out. She might get called out on it.
Doing it like they're like, why are you being fake?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, unmet needs will be met. So yeah. So anyway, so then we get that all happens. Then the next time we see them, Jeremy is sitting in the room with sunglasses on. And I'm thinking, what's going on? What's this? You see Laura come downstairs and she's just like, okay, we're gonna have a chat. She's sitting all composed. I was thinking, what is going on? And then we discover. Jeremy had been out from 10:45 till 5 a.m. when the bars close at 2 a.m. And Laura's asking her a very simple question. What were you doing? What were you doing? You know,
what was you up to?
What she was just like, this woman is a psychopath. I'm telling you, she's a psychopath. So yeah, so he was like, yeah, one of the pod guys told me that Sarah was at this club or this bar and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I just went there because I thought like no one's gonna dictate to me like what I should do, and I'm gonna go say hello. So she said hello, and then she kind of was like, I found out she was pissed off and everything, and do you know what I mean? And then they went and talked. It was like till 5 a.m. And then she starts getting getting irate, right? She's just like, you should have shut that shit down. Do you know what I mean? Like, you followed her back on Insta. Do you know what I mean? Like all these things. She's absolutely furious. She's just like, listen, I don't even fucking believe you anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just over it. Jeremy then says, but I gave you extra reinsurance because I shared my location with you. He shared his location. So you're gonna know. I was just like, I don't know how this woman is. Like, she's there, but she hasn't exploded yet. But anyway, kind of thing. She's just like, why should I even need this? Like, why should I even? And I like this about what she said. Actually, it's just like, I shouldn't be in any type of relationship or any type of guy that I need this kind of reassurance in the first place. Anyway. Like, you should be coming home at a decent time so we don't even deal with this. Do you know what I mean? And I was asleep. So what's it going to do? What the hell is it going to do? Do you know what I mean?
Or he wanted her to be sitting there, like, watching. Like, I would, or for her to fly over there and have, like, a big, like, that's my man. Like,
I don't even think it was that. I think he was looking like, this is my get out clause. I'm going to share. She's asleep. I'm going to share my location. Do you know what I mean? And she's not going to really know what's happened because I've shared.
I feel like he's better than this. Like,
why? Why do you think that?
I also think that he could have loads of families around the place. If this is You're
Jeremy
maneuvering.
too. Well, apparently he's got some woman pregnant. Apparently, allegedly, he's got a woman
like
pregnant.
he's not good at. I was literally like, Jeremy, like I fell asleep on somebody's couch, whatever. But the level of lying that he was doing was very poor.
Oh,
like, terrible.
But the thing is, I think he didn't want to lie, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, she was saying anyway, she didn't want to, because apparently later on that day, and I don't know if we're going to see this, she's supposed to meet his mum. She's like, I don't want to be fucking fake in front of your mum. Do you know what I mean? Like, after you can even send me a text, like, what the hell? You know? And she's asked him again, like, where were you? He's like, I was in the parking lot. And then he starts talking, I'm not actually going to deny anything. She's just like, hold on a second. But, so wait, you are denying that you left the bar, right? You was there the whole time. Then he's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
That's what I was literally like, what? Come on, Jeremy.
What? I don't want to talk about this. You're crazy. Do you know what I mean? And he was just like, she was like, okay, we don't have to talk about it. Just admit that you lied though. And he's like, no, I'm not going to lie to you. And then she's like, she'd had enough now. She's just like, listen, I know you weren't there because I tracked your location. What did you think I was going to do? You're sending me your location. You think I'm not going to, you're not going to find it. And you weren't in Southend. You was in north of Uptown. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Where Sarah Ann lives.
Yeah.
Where she lives. And I knew as soon as I woke up in the morning, I knew that you was with her. Right.
It was the car park. He was like, I was parked in the car park. She's like, you weren't parked in the car park. No, there's an alleyway that. It
was too much. At that point, when he was saying it was too much detail, you're lying, brother. You're lying.
Like, you gotta be sharper and smarter at this. Like, these are basic lies.
These are basic lies. Hey, PC. PC, this is such a juicy live. I'm at work and people keep asking me questions, so I'll catch the replay. Okay, PC.
Oh my god.
Bro, can you imagine? Can you freaking imagine? Oh my god. This guy, he was in the car with Sarah Ann and they were chatting and then they could feel the sexual chemistry. And she was just like, you might as well come back to mine. He was just like, oh, but how am I going to get out of it? I know what I'll do. I'll drop my location so it looks like I'm here.
Yeah. And then let's keep it moving. And then you stayed over.
Yeah.
Bumped uglies and then went back home. Went back home. On your shades.
Early in the morning and sat on that chair like a child. that's the thing, you busted their curfew. Oh my god.
I mean, the thing is though, like somebody was saying about he probably didn't want her to meet his mum. There has to be levels of it's not about this chick. To really risk it all, to be like, I'm going to go and see Sarah Ann and stay over with her and do bits. Like, yeah, you're not interested in Laura. Like, you're ready to move on.
This is so bad. Like, as much as Laura is problematic, this is so bad. He's engaged. He's actually engaged. Like, what the hell? What the hell?
He didn't even do a sneaky one like, oh, I'm at the bar and I left at 2. Like, that's enough time to do shit. No, I don't care enough to just be respectful and come home. I'm going to stay out until the morning. Like, he doesn't care.
Wow.
The same.
Wow. Why do people hate Laura so much? I'm not even a fan, but I'm curious.
Oh no, this is out of order. As Life of Bodge said, Laura got the day she deserves. What has Laura done?
She was preying on another woman's downfall. Is it that deep?
But come on, out of realistically, I do think that Jess. Do I want Jess to be with Jimmy? Kinda.
No, I would. If Jess gets with Jimmy, I want her to stamp all over him, mate. I'm sorry, like he's out of order.
Yeah,
Shayna's saying he's a dickhead. That girl is a pick me. felt bad for her on a woman level. Yeah, I felt a bit bad because she's just at home. She might be a bitch, but you chose her. That's your bitch.
Shantae May says she's a hypocrite. She is a bit, but nobody needs to
is that enough
like that. That's
violating. Yeah.
He didn't need to do that. I think it's more respectful when they allowed the meetings to take place when they're all together and the cameras are on, and you know they bring out the exes, and then you do something like fuckeries, like sit down and speak to them for 4 hours. I think that's just a little bit more respectful. But going out in the middle of the night and coming back in the morning, that is out of order. And we didn't even have cameras.
And you went to where she lives. Ah, you're mad. You're mad.
He didn't know her parents.
Seriously. Do you think Laura's low-key racist?
I wouldn't put it past. I will always jump on somebody's racist. So yes, probably.
I need more proof, but I can't throw it out. Yeah. I can't throw it out, mate. Wow.
Jess needs a daddy for her ragamuffin pygmy.
Now some of these guys, Erin, do you know what it is? Some of these guys, they like Mean Girls, man. They like it because actually also as well, obviously we haven't seen a lot from Sarah Ann, but Sarah Ann is also, she
don't seem nice either, you know.
She's not.
Yeah.
She's just like, if you've got issues in your relationship, I'm here. I'm here. Add me. Do you know what I mean? Actually, and then she done the whole hi at the bar, and then I can't talk to you away. So he chases her.
Shayla said, I'ma say it and take it back. His lucky Laura likes his sleep machine. Those things are loud, and not many people would be able to handle it long term. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say Laura would ever say yes to him, but I think it's fair to just let people have the process as well, you know. Like you can choose after. Like you can say no and then go back to Sarah Ann. Like it's actually it's not nice what he's doing.
No, it's kind of out of order, man.
Sarah Ann is nice. She's just a hoe.
Daily Dio. Laura would switch the machine She would, man.
She would, though, you know. If it was really loud and she couldn't sit, you know, she's that girl, and then would probably be like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just in my dream, and she'd probably get off with killing him.
I don't know. You know what? I always have that side where sometimes I want the villain to win. So, like,
yeah.
I wanted to say no to Jeremy at the water.
I know, but they're probably not even. They're not getting that far. No, he has moved on to Sarah Ann. He's basically slept with her tonight. Like,
do you think? But she might forgive it. She might. To
just be like, if like you can't have him, because I understand that stubbornness of I'm not gonna allow the side piece to just get the man. I also understand that, like, I'm gonna dig my heels in. So yeah, maybe, but I don't think they're getting to the altar.
I mean, look at Chelsea. Look what she done to get. She done lie.
Right, Jess got over 280,000 new followers for doing nothing. Wowzers.
Yeah,
Jess would have been a star, you know. I mean, let's see.
She still might be. Do you know what I mean? Well, they're all doing like peace and love at the moment. Like all the girls are so close and they're so supportive of each other and everything like that. I'm just like, how? With this storyline, how? But then I don't know. Love is Blind is known for its wild editing. So
taking words from other parts, slotting them in.
They're crazy. Definitely seen two weddings, AD and Clay's and Amy and Johnny.
Yeah.
No, I think Jess looks like Megan So she does.
She does. She closer than flipping.
She's closer. She does. She could be like that. She could be a Kardashian cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, if Jess had said people say I look like Megan Fox, nobody ain't batting an eyelid.
Yeah.
At all. It's like,
they would list off a couple other people as well.
Yeah. She got the most followers. The main cast are like 20 to 30K.
Wow.
Jess is my fave. I like her too.
That's the thing. But you know what also as well, pretty privileged. That's the thing. It's just like
it's real.
People underestimate it, man. Do you know what I mean? And also she had a moment. She was able to tell Jimmy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? She told him that that he was gonna choke. That he would need his EpiPen.
Sonia Barley said Jess is overrated facial wise. Nah, come on. You saw who was in those pods.
Yeah.
You saw what everybody was working with. She was one of the prettiest, man. She blatantly was.
Jess looks better than the current Megan Fox. She's had too much blood sucked out.
It is Revlon. What is the name of the? Let me actually. So my lipstick is Revlon, and I think it's called like Fire Red.
Yeah.
It's a Revlon lip thing.
And he did choke. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Jess. And I want Jimmy to be like, oh, I messed up. I should have picked you. I want her to have that moment.
Well, okay, if you saw that the kind of like coming soon bits,
yeah,
they do meet obviously, and like I can't remember his exact words, but it was something like you're still my number one or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like
he said that to her.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I want her to have that moment.
I
want her to have that moment with him. Like Chelsea just went after Jimmy purely because of Jess, though, and I think that's the thing for me.
Yeah,
it's just that she wanted the pretty girls guy.
Yeah,
and so I want Jess to have her bit.
And not that
he's not going to be a good dad or anything like that, but you know, I want her.
You're right, Sonia. Megan Wolf was flirting with Trevor. She's not going to beat this now. It's Megan Wolf.
Yeah.
About changing.
Megan Wolf is the best.
Wolfie.
And she was suited to Trevor as well.
She was. That's what she's not. I don't know. Trevor will probably be a softie and take her back. But then I don't even want to inflict her on Trevor. Because Trevor seems like a nice-ish guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And she's a mess, bruv. She's actually a mess. Trevor can do better. Yeah, okay.
So he said, I'm very attracted to Jess, but you're still my number one.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, okay.
Trevor has been exposed. For what? What did he do?
Oh, no.
Megan Ox. I think I like that one better.
Me?
I think I like that one better.
Jimmy, I see what you've done there. And it's clever and funny. It is. It is. Was that Trevor?
Girlfriend,
fiance. Wow, Phil.
These people are the worst, you know. They're really, really bad. Because now it's come out also that Jeremy had a fiance before and a baby. And it's like, what type of
You know, like the researchers are going through their
see, that was Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jeremy had a whole girlfriend and a baby.
Yeah. I think the research they be going through the packets and they'd just be like, ignore that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They'd just be like, just ignore that. Don't worry about that. Just ignore that. Actually, let's even contact her in advance.
Yeah.
and tell her when to bring out her story. Do you know what I mean? Text messages were exposed. Jeez. Is it both? Are you saying it's both?
Who has a girlfriend? This is
crazy.
Rid of the whole research team, all producers. Everybody is bad.
It's not anyone. It's just like, are you desperate enough to go on TV and expose your whole thing? Yes.
You'll do.
Come through.
You're right. They do. They cast the people that fail the psych evaluation. They do. All the failures are in there because this is crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, you know what I've noticed as well? Yeah, they must have learned. We didn't get like, you know, usually you get the scene where they first like have sexual relations or something, or like alluding to that. We didn't really get those scenes this time. That must be to do with the lawsuits.
Yes.
Yeah, it must be.
I think so. They've kept those kind of intimacy. Because remember, we was getting it all before. They were doing it. You know, it was like actually like, can we, especially with Milton and Lydia, it was like, oh, I don't want to watch you two having a shower together, like gross. But
this is horrible.
Yeah, they stopped all of those.
Yeah, good. I could do without them.
Clay not looking as bad now.
Not Clay looking good in front of these people. Oh my god, trash. It's trashy.
Yeah, they were in Tiffany's ass crack. Yes. Oh my god. Oh Lord.
No, how do you say that? Noelle, or is that how you say it? I'm not sure. So I read that the kids are not Jeremy's and that they broke up 2 months before filming. Can't wait for the reunion. Need to see the details, man. Need to see the details. Yeah. But guys, that's where we are. That's where we are with Love is Blind, episode 7 to 9. The next special episode come out on next week, Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. Sonia's saying that she's firmly Team Jeremy.
Jeremiah.
Jara, isn't it? Jara. That sounds very African.
Oh,
Jara. Oh my god. But so we're back. We're going to be back. But we are going to be back. Yes, awesome LABRISHers. Oh my god, I'm going to force this into my vocabulary. I know. Thank you, LABRISHers, for joining us today. We're going to be back on Monday. And on Monday, we're going to just be chatting some chat. Do you know what I mean? We're going to have a general conversation. We're going to figure it out probably on the day.
Like just as we start, throw in things, like send us questions and we're just going to respond to it. And it will just be like our tea time chat with you guys.
Yes. And guys,
that is so northern.
It'll be our lunchtime, actually. Lunchtime in the UK and everywhere else, other places, other times. Also, guys, have you watched our latest episode? If not, go and watch that. It's out now on our YouTube channel as well. It's really good. We are talking about Why the Fuck Did I Get Married? That whole series with Risa Tissa. I've actually started watching it properly now. So I'm watching the episodes. I'm like on the 34 or something.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. It's getting there. And we talk about Kelly Rowland and we talk about Elsa Majambo and her tiff with Naomi Campbell. So we've got a lot going on. Please go and watch that, like that. Even if you don't watch it, go and like it and leave a comment anyway. Just tell us that you love us. That's all. Cool. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back on Monday. Bye.
Bye, LABRISHers.